Yo guys, what's up? We are back again with another stream, another game. But this time we are watching World Finals and today's final day, and let's see who's gonna win. So guys, make sure to drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and let's have fun. While watching World League Finals, let me open the chat section here so that I can read your chats. Hello Kichu, what's up? Hello Jay. Hello Light Gaming, hello Shantan. First, yo. First was Kichu. Hello Yadi Music. Hello 221. 32108 Ashish. Hello there bro. I am first. Yes, Kichu was the first one. Kichu is first to comment on live stream. Yes. Do you watch OJ?
The most handsome man in
OJ, yes, sometimes.
Nice suit by
It
the
is
way. Let's take a quick look today
Wait, let me open the chat.
On where we are up to, because we have knocked down from 16 teams down to 8. Uber, talk us through it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we started off with, wow, an El Clasico of El Clasicos. SK Gaming narrowly falling to Tribe as they advance through. INTZ had a
Hello, Sainu.
against BK Rock, as did Queen Knight, dispatching China's number two team, excuse me. And then in that fourth round of 16 game, a pretty competitive matchup.
I'm just 1 millisecond late.
Region prevailed.
Wow. Goodbye.
I just cannot wait to see what we have got in store today. This is what everything has been building up to. You know, 16 teams, welcome rug of the Brawl house, and now, you know, only one.
Only 500 points.
So let's quick look at the prize.
Third to 87.
How things are going to be.
Made 1,000 points. Ho gaya. Arey, well done. I have 925 points. Nice.
$400,000 for first place, 200,000 for second, third and fourth, 80 grand. But it's a total of one.
I'm actually never gonna get Jesse Stain, but still, I got one free pin. Nice.
Money. But let's be real, Ark. Everybody in this room and outside of it competing today are going for top spot. They want the trophy, they want the pride, and the glory.
Exactly that. Well, we need to find out which teams we have got up first, so let's check out the teams.
1% making the difference once more. It's Tribe Gaming taking this game.
Me and my team have been playing together for a long time now, so I'm pretty confident in our play style, and I think we can just beat anybody.
Oh no! Oh my word! Dude, on the straight from the furthest point of the field.
Oh yeah.
The kick forward, the punch through. That's gonna be it.
Eu acredito que a gente pode ser sim a equipe campeã. A gente veio bem preparado, a gente treinou muito para chegar até aqui e eu acho que a gente merece.
Fire Crow and the step back is good. Take it back. Woo!
Only show all your predictions for today.
NAI and
Okay.
two giants in their region, and this
Here you are. TRB, Navy,
every time we see Tribe
STMN, AQM, then TRB, STMN, TRB.
both of their respective regions. Uber, I got to ask the question, what are your thoughts regarding this one?
Oh, this is a true battle of the Americas. I think Tribe Gaming really would have hoped to have made it further last year in the finals, right? INTZ managed to get past them and get into that grand final.
First match, Tribe versus Team.
Is an animal. The energy he feels.
Who's gonna win? Vote now.
His teammates as well. You see how much Corey benefited from it. I feel like it's Tribe.
If you haven't done the vote, voting is started. Just go and vote in the website, event.brawlstars.com.
One of these two teams will be going home. The bans are in. Buzz and Mortis being banned by Tribe NA. And I've got to say, I would tend to agree. Buzz has been so reckless, just tearing it up this entire weekend. Lola and Stu for INTZ. And I think that's wise because Tribe Gaming NA, they've really enjoyed Lola in the last games.
Absolutely. This is the same bans, by the way, for Tribe as we saw yesterday. They didn't want to deal with either of these heavy engaged sort of brawlers. We've seen Buzz's snowball potential.
कौन जीतेगा? अरे जो भी जीतेगा
supers together and
अपना क्या जाता है?
opponent.
कौन सा हमको देगा कुछ?
Yesterday, it's pretty filthy stuff. So I'm sure STMN are looking at the other side of the bracket like, we want to play a bit of Buzz. Don't be betting that away. Look, I'm not surprised to see this look here from Tribe.
गोल्डी साइनोड किडनी देके गया भाई मेरे को तो कुछ नहीं दिया
in this series looked pretty good. They wanted to play sharpshooters, but this is beautiful. We get We get Firecrow.
इंडिया हक दिया आज.
Corey. We have
अच्छा.
incredible sharpshooters from both the
किधर?
North and South American region.
Who
These two
visited?
teams, I feel like in many ways,
Who
can
voted
mirror each
for
other
who?
in play style. That's what's going to make
I
this
voted for Tribe.
much more special.
These are very two aggressive teams and also very charismatic teams, like you rightly mentioned. Zulan never afraid to raise his voice, but at the same time, INTZ as well have been known in the past to definitely give us a good show. So I fully expect to hear a lot.
I got Cat Burger Jesse. Nice.
And there are all our spectators once again. I want to hear from them. I want to hear you guys screaming throughout the majority of today. Kana there, the coach.
Shout out to the homie Ready Set, by the way. Looking good, my guy.
Good
Oh
to
man,
see
yeah, obviously everyone's set on the Brawl House. I mean, there are going to be some pretty incredible games today, as we've already sort of teased here. And look, what a way to start this series. Yeah, this is our predictions arc. Both of us going for Tribe. I never put you under pressure about it. I'd love to know your thoughts. How close do you think this is really going to be?
You know me. Any excuse to avoid predictions. Thanks.
Hello Jeshwin, what's up?
Join in.
Final कब है? Final
Over at event.
4 मैचेस ये होंगे, उसके बाद फिर सेमीफाइनल हो गया, उसके बाद फिर फाइनल है. तो ये समझ लो 5 मैच के बाद.
Rather, and also that elusive cat burglar Jesse Skin to earn. You know, again, I think this is going to be extremely close. Uber, we can't forget that INTZ came second
Game started.
last year. They were so close to lifting that.
ये स्माइली हमने क्लिक कर दी है.
Upset in that first matchup between themselves and SK Gaming, I think took so many people by surprise.
Absolutely. It's time, though, for Shooting Star. And the lobster fisherman himself in the middle there. The tick is a pick that Tribe love to go for here on Bounty. And Zulan is pressuring very heavily from this right side lane.
Oh, nice.
More tanky, sort of more mobile setup for INTZ, but they can't run away from Zulan.
Yeah, it's really good starting pressure from Tribe Gaming, and using the tick as well with that area spread. Keep coming in now. Circling around, Tyrant trying to find himself a target. Is he going to land it? No! He's not going to connect with Marcel there, but the cover will be broken a little bit, but definitely not the connection that he was looking to find.
Yeah, despite that though, I mean, it does force INTZ.
फाइनल कौन जीतेगा भाई? फाइनल जीतेगा भाई जो पहुंचेगा. So will you stream fully today? Yes.
Homemade recipe used, but it's a little bit too
Until
quick
it's
to
over.
actually find a connection. And here come INTZ, they're pushing Arc. Head first gets blown up instantly, and Corey and Zulan might be under pressure.
Yeah, the connection there is...
Yeah.
The follow-up not quite able to be found. Marcel's got Zulan
Oh.
caught into that corner. The return to send on to Firecrow. Low in HP to take down there of Marcel from Zulan. And Firecrow is pushed so far back, almost goes down himself.
30 seconds remaining. They need to come up.
And are so good at Bounty in general. They fold back. They know they're getting pressured, but Tyrant Star looks very comfortable there, of course. Return to sender used for the extra durability. Marcel again wants to create a staging ground to come forward with, and Corey has to use a last, but it's blown up. Blue Star conceded, but still the lead for Tribe now with 10 seconds left. It's unlikely that INTZ are going to be leaving this territory anytime soon, though. It won't matter. Firecrow is forced away.
Zulan is so well in that corner, just there the whole time.
GG's.
Jumping away at the end.
2-point difference win.
INTZ to get
It's
the
great start.
Tribe Gaming did fantastically well there.
I mean, yeah, beautiful stuff. They are.
ड्यू का फाइनल होने से भी मस्त होता है.
77% win rate.
भाई वोट कैसे करें?
Particular tournament.
ब्रो वोट का ऑप्शन इस मैच के लिए खत्म हो गया. ये देखो ये आया था ऑप्शन. इसका टाइम अभी जा चुका है. Who will win this match?
With the homemade recipe to put his team ahead, and then they know they can give a bit of space, back up a little bit, maybe allow Corey to do some work here with head first. And INTZ walked into a trap, even on the back foot arc. Tribe looked deadly.
It looks very composed, and it was kind of interesting.
Tribe Pro. Oh. Hello, Assis Gaming.
Yesterday we saw
Yeah, bro, yeah.
active style of play against SK Gaming. They really did wait to see how they were going to approach this one. INTZ, very aggressive, so therefore Tribe had to respond, but they did so in kind. And a very reserved celebration. I actually kind of did look back at the scoreline to kind of remind myself, did they actually win? It looked like almost INTZ were more comfortable, but we did see the high fives in the replay. So Corey giving us the thumbs up. Tribe Gaming looking pretty strong so far.
Absolutely. And
Hello,
we talk about
Balu.
how these teams at times can look similar.
Balu,
but the reality
what is your
that
prediction
Tribe
for?
like to try and play safe, right? They have incredible.
Here's my predictions. TRB, Navy, STMN, AQM,
longer range brawlers.
again TRB, STMN,
They ban
then
away their
TRB.
engaged brawlers. They know that the enemy team are going to have limited resources to close that gap and pressure them down, and they play the slow game. INTZ have
तुझे इस दिन मिला क्या? अभी कहाँ मिलेगा भाई? अभी 1000 points जब होंगे तब मिलेगा. Game started again.
They're going to run it back with the same composition arc.
I gotta say, I do like the fact as well that Tribe are running
Ooh.
an original idea here with the Peep, the Tick, and the Piper, which is kind of my preference, but it is a difficult thing. Up against the Max and a Pam, you can find yourself...
Nice
not
shot.
Tribe Gaming NA, who are straight into the spawn, getting a swift takedown. 2 stars in the blue star there is their lead, and that is a great start for them.
Zulan is turning into a huge problem. Even before that first kill, Firecrow had to body block a homemade recipe intended for Marcel. That would have been a kill for Zulan already. So much danger being caused by this Piper in this right side lane, and Tyrant is keeping Tufa's head low. It's going to be hard enough for the G to get close enough to find a connection with that magic hand, let alone be in a position to do any real damage. This is a great start for Tribe.
Yeah, I was quite shy to look back to see what happened there with the Peep from Tyrant. Maybe a bit of a mispiloting going on there, some potential nerves, but still, this is the...
Oh, he was low and done.
Counters, INT's trying to push back through, but Marcel goes down there, and that's a great amount of pressure. Oh, Firecrow trying to use spaceship. It does not do enough. Tufa then has to tank the front of that damage.
INTZ need to wait. The magic from Tupa going to get them healed up.
Good shield.
So much damage from that Peep.
Hello, Light Gaming. 81 points. 819 points. Nice.
Recipe aimed in his
मैं दूसरे को
and with 32 seconds left,
कैसे
INTZ
वोट
have to make a
कर?
big push.
किससे वोट कर?
They need one kill.
भाई अभी आप दूसरे मैच में ही वोट कर पाओगे. ये मैच स्टार्ट हो चुका है.
It has to be him or 2 other eliminations.
आपको वोट करने के लिए जब क्लिक करना होता है और वो सिलेक्ट हो जाता है.
One tick mine taking down to 100 HP, and Marcel trapped firmly into the corner, but putting pressure on the Zulan. It goes down. The pressure being applied back. The blue star is with INTZ. Tribe Gaming, and they need to pick up this kill, and it's tanked by Tuva. He's still on his feet.
And 3, 2, 1, and come back by Ints.
That's it. We said Zulan was the elimination that had to be found, and he had his super available.
Now whoever will win,
Why INTZ closed the gap so quickly. And
then whoever will win this match will get the set.
when the enemy team's going to run right up on you like that. Great turnaround, and this time it's INTZ showing patience, even though they started behind the 8 ball.
Yeah, in Shooting Star, you've got to be so composed under that pressure, and it's an early pressure being applied by Tribe Gaming NA, but INTZ were able to hold on, and they've located their target. It was Zulan, but again, with those peeps going in on the nanny side of things, you've really got to make those count, and a bit more airtime would have been better for Tyrant there to go around the map a little bit to apply some more damage. They had the timer on their screen, so they could have seen how much time they had, but if you got the
INTZ, okay, bro.
Damage.
Fans are here.
And that's a fair amount. We should expect to see from the Piper. 27% from Corey, but again, that is the area spread. But look at Tufa. That's a stat.
Let's go.
63% on the Gene.
Yeah, huge amount of damage. Obviously, you're playing alongside a Pam who's not going to be able to
Let's
do too
go,
much to
Ints.
get close.
Okay.
Zulan died with his super available. Didn't have a chance to back away, and I don't. Obviously, there's no warp drive being run for Tyrant, so standing back in spawn and using Peep and hoping for something is, well, it's not going to get the job done. We're going to go to a decider here now on our first set. Already sparks are flying.
Okay, well, this is going to be an interesting one. We're going to see the Gene coming out for Zulan instead of the Piper. Tyrant.
Same.
That nanny, Corey with the tick, and some changes as well on the INTZ side. You got Tufa there on the tick this time round, and the Gene and
Same comp has been taken.
the time to kind of think things.
Let's see who's gonna use that
Max and the Pam.
opportunity well.
Choice now, so going more for control, and both sides trying to earn their supers as quickly as possible.
This might really come down to Magic Hand at some point here. Both ticks are trying to get close to the blue star, but they're zoning each other out so much. I mean, look at that head first. Okay, they actually end up taking each other out here. So eyes on Marcel now, who has that.
Oh, nice.
Crow gets caught. That's a huge pickup. 3-0 now, and the blue star also scooped up by Tribe.
Much better, much better from Tyrant there. Again, I saw a few little bit before, but now that was the right timing for it, and Firecrow was low.
They've changed the lane.
Good guaranteed kill for Tribe. They connected. Blue Star is with them also. INTZ, though, as we saw in the previous game, do like to wait their moments out, but another peep coming in for Tribe. Nicely and quickly. Oh, the return to center, put back over to Firecrow. So low on HP, but it's got the distance away from the opposition to be able to heal up.
Oh, he's very low.
Bit of RTS.
Nice. He's taken
comes off second.
He's taken them out. 5-0 is the point. 30 seconds remaining now.
This is now going from bad to worse for
Hello big brain.
a couple of
ब्रो मैं वोट नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ भाई अभी आप वोट नहीं कर पाओगे अब आप जब नेक्स्ट मैच शुरू होगा तब वोट कर पाओगे
but no kill. It's
ट्राइब एसटी को हरा दिया
That's going to be the ticket here for INTZ. The peep searching and Tyrant's down. Still a lead for Tribe though.
Missed pull from Zulan disaster, but not necessarily a bad thing. They've still got the lead, but there is the pull from Marcel. There is time here for Ryan to see if they can push this corner hard. Firecrow though goes down. Zulan with final pull to Marcel. 15 stars to 6.
well done first set goes to TRB
Fantastic showing from both sides here, and it was really close at the end with a bonus kill from Vengeful Spirits as well, by the way. That's ridiculous. You rarely see that. They do so little damage. And again, still some bleary eyes in the studio, but you got to say, some great stuff from Tribe here in that first set. These two teams, they're evenly matched. And bear in mind, that is Tribe's best map type. INTZ are neck and neck with
जीरो शिट टू डे 4 को कब करना होगा भाई कोई डे 4 नहीं है यही फिनाले है आज ही फिनाले है ब्रो इसके बाद कोई कुछ नहीं है
Games they've lost 6.
Today is the finale, bro.
As well. Again, a team which are able to stay so close.
yes आज लास्ट है
INTZ did.
आज ही सेमीफाइनल आज ही
I didn't necessarily mind.
फाइनल
I
है
just didn't quite get the timings on that final push correct.
ट्राइब एसटी को हरा दिया वो तो कब का हरा दिया था भाई
Takedowns really to swing.
तुम डे 1 की बात बता रहे हो आज डे 3 में पहुंच चुके हम
Yeah, they lost to
आज फिनाले डे डे 3 नहीं आज फिनाले डे
Star, and I think Marcel got caught in the middle of Corey's minefields at some point and just didn't have anywhere to go. Stuff like that can happen to anybody, but it's really going to cost you when you're so close in those stars. It's time to move on, though. It's time for some heist. It's safe zone.
Well, again, this will be an interesting one because with the Lola ban as well, as we saw a ton of Lola coming into the meta on that map, it's been very interesting now that it's banned out. The Buzz as well, the Mortals not necessarily going to be showing their faces too much, but I think we're going to see kind of a bit more of what we'd expect to see prior to Lola coming into the match. So I think that's...
never mind just kill them in next match okay let's see
could double down. To be honest, on the
light him in your dream
and the Piper. Not my preference.
He's way too strong.
At the same time, I mean, Tribe Gaming NA do like to run some Pam here sometimes. Some weird,
Let's see.
Wacky ideas.
Can't.
Sometimes some Max and also some
We've seen them
Pogo.
play
oh
yesterday, right? It was a lot of Rico, Piper, Colt. It was this same composition that Tribe played against SK Gaming and 2-0'd them on this particular map type. So this is where Zulan just dominated the side lane, if you remember, and made it impossible for SK. Just
oh what a shot
Cinders.
oh
Disgusting arc.
they just finished off the whole team
Zulan was patient as well with that super, holding on to it, and then got the perfect lineup. A team wide for Tribe Gaming NA as Super now forcing himself through the left-hand side. Sometimes, again, a good defense is a strong offense. Zulan, though, with the angle,
Oh.
got annihilated. Tired on the right-hand side as well to Marcel.
Look at Zulan.
Dropping like fly, Zuba.
they are just finishing them
It's this style from Tribe Gaming.
really good
Seasoned.
hello Fox
Ready
Wells
to counter this
hello bro hello Mr. Black Boy
in the middle of the map. Corey can
I don't mind I will get skin anyway
Marcel, sure, he might have his super available, but it's going to take more than Poco's healing. Look at Firecrow just getting hammered down as soon as the healing came in. And Bouncy Castle for Zulan, so easy to get so much of that health back. Look at him. He just weathers the storm the BB brings, and Corey cleans Marcel up.
Yeah, I've watched Tribe Gaming many a time with this comp, and they do not seem to struggle with it, and today seems to be another one of those days as Tyrant gets a nice pick up there on the right-hand side.
Nice.
On the left, all three Prime members of Tribe.
Oh.
What can Marcel do there as a measly Poco?
Yeah, here it comes.
1 minute remaining
Was able to at least find the one, but even with the healing,
oh 34 remaining just
Corey's going to find a kill in the middle of the map there with a homemade recipe, and Firecrow with batting stands at the ready is chasing the Piper down. But of course, Corey gets back to safety with the super, and there's 40 seconds left in the round. INTZ, they have to go for broke here. All the way for the safe, they dive as shields are popped on both of these tanks. Firecrow needs to hit hard.
Yeah, they've got to get Firecrow taken care of, and if INTZ can keep this rolling in and time these spawns, then they can turn this around massively. So Tribe need to land their shots and land them now. Firecrow popping there, the healing coming in, and another heal there from Marcel. If they don't
oh is it going to be close yes this is going to be close
it's a base race with Corey on defense. INTZ are raining damage down. The gap is tightening, Uber.
Oh no, they are losing. Yeah.
Firecrow falling here, but Tufa's there to get the extra damage. And INTZ,
Oh, GG's. Great comeback by INTZ.
unbelievable BB.
Nice one. Woohoo.
Shell-shocking Tribe.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. INTZ.
I'm so sad I voted Ins.
The flare, the fire, celebrating.
No, not to worry.
Right
What a turnaround of the match.
The Brawl House can see as well as I can what a commendable comeback that was, because honestly, Tribe looked so composed dealing with it, but INTZ just found the cracks and started to really tighten the screws around things.
Yeah, it's Firecrow here coming forward, right? Marcel keeps him topped up. He one-hits Corey here, gets the super healing, spitball for the second elimination. And look at this. I mean, the other player from Tribe is just too far away. Firecrow still weathers this storm. Tyrant can't connect a full salvo. Firecrow knows that he can micro around this. And by the time it finally falls, Tufa has done critical damage to the safe. Unreal.
Bro, which is buttered salt.
It would have required every shot landing.
Sir Regalot.
Struggling there a little bit as INTZ could smell
I don't know, bro.
the turnaround inside. So with some jukes and the Colin defense is a tough thing to be able to take care of. So INTZ now giving Tribe something to think about for sure.
Goldirock, are you also organizing $1 million tournament?
They might switch like a Colonel Ruff.
Sponsor, bro?
If they feel like
I will surely do that.
but
Need to
this is
collaborate with the Mr. Beast
to do
also
on a
for
map
that
like
thing.
this. INTZ, there's no reason for them to change things up now. Now they realize that they can force a mistake late in the round. They can try and do that once more, but they do switch to a bit more of a sharpshootery look, and that's why the Ruffs is here, and the Meg for Corey gets picked up on the side lane.
Yeah, Surge as well on the top left for Firecrow, and I'm not too sure. I've seen it before, I think a couple of times on Safe Zone, but it does
Last party.
got to get those stacks, otherwise you're such a slow and sluggish.
Try, please lose.
It's not necessarily going to contribute too much in terms of range until you got those stacks in, but Tribe getting themselves hunkered down. Zulan just trying to create himself some space, swapping out there onto the Piper this time, and Tyrant going to be staying on that Colonel Ruff, like you rightly pointed out he would, to be able to add some additional punch.
No team has got any damage yet.
Yeah, Corey in a weird spot here because it's too risky for him to try and take shots at Tufa. He'll lose in the range battle, and Firecrow is not presenting a target for him. So that mech is greatly delayed here. In fairness, Corey will more likely want to use it to defend with, and Firecrow missed the first shot, but he finds the next two, and that's what you're looking for with Surge. Corey, his hands are tied up until that happens. There's not a lot he can do to stop Firecrow blinking up on him.
Great timing, by the way, from Firecrow there, just counting the shots, knowing his timings to be able to then use the power surge through the wall and get the value that he wanted to obtain here. But now Tyrant and Zulan pushing through his right-hand side. They know that Marcel is vulnerable here as Corey trying to hold down Firecrow on the left-hand side. Peep coming in as well. It's going to probably wall portal behind here. Corey's going to be careful. Gets a swipe off, but not enough to clears the left-hand side.
Yeah, not quite as much damage as he would have liked to get there on Tufa, who's not able to really clip the safe. Still, with INTZ drawing their battle line so far forward, they've gotten a bunch of incidental damage on Tribe's safe. Firecrow is, oh man, he's got the banana sword out now. You know he means business. He's looking scary, and Tyrant will bring him down, finally.
Yeah, Tribe had to deal with that. Firecrow's playing fantastic, by the way. He's doing so little, but so much all at the same time. But now Corey with the mech, pushing everyone on the right. Zulan getting some taps into the mid here. The damage starting to trickle in, but Tribe are still behind. Peep coming in from Tufa. Probably looking to teleport onto the safe and does so, but Corey is landing these shots. We've got, again, a base race, Uber.
Yeah, Corey's popped the gadget as well, so he's going to be able to stay in mech for a little bit longer. Remember, that super hit does a heck of a lot of damage, and Firecrow crumples under that pressure. 37% left on the safe here, and
9.
doing his very best to pressure Tribe there,
4.
but he realized he needs to double back.
3.
To defend. Corey's there
2.
with the mini blaster, and he's done enough for Tribe to take this round away.
Great comeback by Tribe there.
This is going to be a close one. It's been so
Insane.
Tribe taking the first of the bounty, but we are back.
Comeback by Tribe.
Now
Whoever wins,
and again, look at the sign of approval from the Brawl House.
whoever will win
Yeah, I love
in this one
Someone must be holding up a sign that says applause
will get the set
on camera.
win. Oh yeah.
Hopefully they'll, I do.
Hello, random person. What's up?
Join them. They have to be next year. But look, Corey spends so much time being patient in this round. The Meg does nothing early, gets blown up by fire.
Let's go. Let's go, TRB.
It's a
LOL light gaming. I didn't understand.
I've got to be honest, I was kind of a little bit surprised actually to see the Meg pick. because,
Inns lost.
similar to
अरे legend तरुण तुमने भी Inns को vote किया है क्या?
that you're playing a role. That's the thing. Those two brawlers in particular
Sure.
have a bit of a downside sometimes where they don't necessarily contribute. So when you have those moments, you've absolutely got to seize them. And Corey did just that. But also Firecrow, despite taking the loss, he was doing so much on a very difficult brawler to make work on safe zone.
Absolutely. Unfortunate for him there in that replay. Again, maybe not respecting or maybe not anticipating the mech super from Meg that does like 3.5k damage and will basically annihilate, a low health brawler in an instant. Corey tried to do that as well to the Nani, that sort of...
TRB, yeah! TRB. Try Rockers.
These two teams are the kind
What is your prediction for
one another? INTZ, they might have
second game?
big brains, and they're ready to play on this decided round here on Heist.
For this one, I have already chosen
Firecrow's side, I guess, just kind
Tribe.
of eventuality that Tribe might try to bring out the tanks, but don't seem to be wanting to do that idea at the moment. I do like this comp. And again, Zulan on Rico is always a good time for me. Marcel there with the curveball on the spike as well, just to get that additional area spread and aggression on the side. But Tufa taking some damage.
Zulon is already... Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty scary. Zulan's position now is much more threatened than otherwise would have been. He has to use a bounty castle here, but Tufa is taking shots at him in the undergrowth. There's not many places Zulan can be safe until Corey moves up and pressures the super.
Oh, nice shot.
And there's a bit of damage on the safe here. Tribe are coming forward with aggression.
Zulan trying to use the wall there with a super bouncy there for the value, but still the damage reigns in. Marcel very weak on that left-hand side, following the tap from Corey, and Corey getting a sting from the B of Firecrow.
Oh, good shot.
From Tufa. He's landed two so far absolutely perfectly, and now INTZ returns some damage of their own.
And Zulan not very effective in this position. He wants to be the one that's pushed up the map, pressuring that safe down. He's dealing with two sharpshooters in the middle and right.
Nice shot.
The Iron Hive is thrown out there. It's going to be the Honey Molasses thrown down, but Firecrow couldn't protect himself from the shot from Corey. Now Zulan can get a bit more aggressive. Corey also has the invulnerability frames of Poppin to rely on, and Marcel gets pinned to the wall. Corey really starting to do some work here. He's a safe player. He's methodical, but my God, it's paying off.
Yeah, Tribe Gaming NA are starting to work more like a team there. You saw him just come in there to help out Tyrant. The pressure that Tyrant placed before that was on point, but now the battle for the mid continues on, and this could be a crucial moment in the game as well. To do so, only just 2% in it at the moment is still anyone's to play for. Firecrow has got the amplified shot as well, so they've got to be very careful on that defensive as INTZ start to push themselves just a little bit further forwards here.
Zulan needs to respect Marcel here. Honey Molasses thrown down, but Tyrant burns through that pretty quickly. Firecrow has an empowered shot available, though, and Tyrant needs to respect that. Corey's the one that gets hit with it, but it's a trade of shots. Firecrow now fairly low himself. Sticking around is going to be used by Marcel. Remember, INTZ really just need to tickle the safe. It's a difference of 2%. Tribe need to have a fairly far...
Oh, 79% both.
Enough damage now to make it even. The damage from Marcel onto the safe is a problem, and Tyrant's finally forward here. Zulan gets on Marcel, but now it's going to be...
Easy to draw.
It's gonna be a draw. It doesn't get much closer than that, man.
Yeah, what a match.
The world stage in Heist. Are you serious? 79% each. Oh my.
What a match. Nice match.
Oh, on set point no less as well. We're going to be replaying that.
It's a tie, OMG tie. Yes.
Word. I noticed as well.
Well played, both the teams.
Serving in that final homemade recipe and clearly placing it towards the end as well was a wise choice from him. But oh my days, you do not see that very often in Brawl Stars. Not very often at all.
And I'm going to be honest with you, Ark. I think this is really a sigh of relief for Tribe Gaming. They have a Colt in this matchup who really struggles going up against these two sharpshooters here. The fact that they get to sort of run it back and have another crack at this is probably quite a relief to them here. You can see both Corey and Tufa, obviously, like the damage output from Corey is very, very good. A lot of pressure on Firecrow's B as well, helping
that
Tyrant out on that left hand.
trickle from spike curveball. Yes.
I do like B as a pick.
That was the game changer. Otherwise, a single shot could have connected. Inns could have won that set easily.
Again, that eventuality of any tanks that Tribe Gaming NA might try to surprise with, then it's always a good thing to have in your back pocket. I've got to say, though, I do like seeing Tufa on that Piper.
JJ's is getting interesting.
Have to think about in that mid, and definitely was landing and timing really well those homemade recipes. So I'm very curious now to see what INTZ are thinking going in. Are they going to bring back the Max and the Pam and try to take, a bit more of a surprising approach here, or bring the BB? Because Firecrow does like his tanks, but it does seem like Tribe are being more stubborn on that side and keeping that range.
I wonder how Tribe feel about putting Tyrant Star on a Nani here. We obviously saw it on the first set, and Tyrant Star was just incredible. It would give them obviously that extra range potential. The only thing they'd probably be a little worried about is dealing with tanks here. So he stays on the Colt. It looks like we have similar. Maybe in the event of a draw, teams are required to have the same sort of to setups here. Either way, we're going to run it back one more time, Mark.
Yeah, in a rematch of a game, in a replay, when they have to actually like start over, then they can obviously have to stay the same comp. In a draw eventuality, they have the option to change, but I do think that both teams were thinking to themselves, well, you know, there was not really anything much in that. We just need to play a little bit better, really, and I can see that the position for Zulan really there with the homemade, with the super bounty and bounty castle gadget coming into play, giving me a really nice spot in that top right hand side as INTZ back in their spawn.
Yeah, Tifa needs to destroy the wall that Zulan's hiding behind.
Homemade recipe.
Super, I think, at any cost. Getting rid of Corey's pretty good now in this. We've seen this before. Zulan was in this position earlier on, and he tries to use the bouncy castle to heal back up. He can't. Tifa chases him down, and yep, he's going to destroy that wall now with that super, I think. And now this is annoying for Zulan. He doesn't have a good spot to play, and the effectiveness of this Rico has been reduced drastically now.
Tufa on the Piper is honestly scary.
Teams is leading.
Really scary. He was able to tap off Zulan from just the middle and didn't seem like he was having many cares in the world of doing so. His gadget use is on point at the moment. Corey there returning some fire of his own and keeping Firecrow back in that same respect. And Tufa just trying to dodge those shots, but Zulan able to connect with a couple there, keeping him very low. But Marcel needs to be taken care of. Until that time, Tribe cannot start to attack this safe.
Oh, Marcel's in trouble here. Life Plant's a bit annoying, but it doesn't give him enough health there. He does get picked up in the end. Pirate now realizes this area is a little bit further open. I think Silver Bullet was used there to secure that kill. Homemade recipes traded. Tyrant tickles the safe here. Honey Molasses used by Firecrow. He's feeling the heat from Zulan on the right side.
Great jump there from Corey, and just knew that it was going to connect and wanted to keep position power here because Tribe Gaming NA's time is trickling down. They still have got 3% to be able to obtain here because they are behind as INTZ take control in the mid. 20 seconds left, not good at all for Tribe.
Zulan getting pressured heavily now by Tufa. It's going to go for the trick shot to try and force the enemy Piper back. But it's damage that Tribe need in a big way. They're 3% behind now with 7 seconds left. It's INTZ that shifts into defensive mode. Tyrant caught by Firecrow. Corey looks
No!
safe, but they can't get there.
Teams won the second set.
Even up the series.
Oh my goodness me!
1-1.
These two teams are so...
I have Cat, Jesse, and Ego.
We had from two was returned.
Tribe Gaming win.
Straight away after.
Tribe Gaming lost the set, bro.
For Tribe to pick up the dub. This one just got so much more interesting. Everything that Tribe Gaming NA threw at INTZ gets thrown straight back in their face. We are all tied up.
Listen, I think INTZ figured it out, all right? The first time Tufa builds his super, he blows up the wall, the right-hand side of the map that Zulan was using to pressure Firecrow. All of a sudden, the Rico has to play a little bit more out in the open, can't benefit from the bouncy damage, and is more vulnerable, frankly, to Tufa here, who had a fantastic last round on this Piper, just diffing Corey in the middle part of the map, and Tyrant couldn't get anything done on the left-hand side with the Colt. Really impressive stuff from INTZ. They realized how to unravel Tribe's strategy.
That free play was heartbreaking. Absolutely heartbreaking.
Hello, Pikachu.
The positioning was there for Tribe. The HP was such...
it doesn't matter for me as I already got it.
to get that final
Bro, we are not here to just get the skin. We are also here to enjoy the matches.
Going into Minecart Madison for Gem Grab. This one's going to be all about control. Definitely some awareness needed, keeping an eye on that minecart because we know that sometimes it likes to come in as the third wheel. So, yeah, definitely a very different style of gameplay here to consider. But this is going to go... I feel this could very easily go all the way over.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Pretty insane that we get such a... a swingy kind of map here coming up for our third one. It wouldn't so shock me to see Tribe opt to play more safe sharpshooters and not have to put themselves in a position, right, where their day could get ruined by...
आप इसमें हो वर्ल्ड फाइनल मैं कैसे हो सकता हूँ ब्रो और मैं उसमें होता तो मैं यहाँ पे बैठ के आपको स्ट्रीम नहीं कर रहा होता ब्रो
like you said, all about that control. In this case now, with Buzz and Mortis banned away, that might well be the best strategy possible. But INTZ have shown us now they're not just aggressive, they're not just firebrands, they know when to slow it down, they know when to back up and play defensive. This is a multifaceted team here hailing from Brazil. And it's not just one style that they're capable of showing. This is about as good as it gets, Ark.
It really is, and I think that, you know, for Tribe Gaming at the moment, they've got to consider the prospect that long range might not be the way forwards here. You know, Tufa, I've got to say, was popping off.
So it's going to be Gem Grab, Mortis to Lola, and Buzz is banned
on this particular map. You know, I think that's when you come to something like Minecraft Madness, you know, the choices of which brawlers you have are so important. For me, things like Crow work really well. Things like Sprout, which is often a brawler which is banned out, not in this instance. You know, can really come into their own. You know, Rose's aggression, we've got the Pam there, we've got the Tara for Tyrant, the Sprout definitely coming in for Corey, but Firecrow on the BB is something that concerns me greatly. Combined with that Byron and the Meg, this is a big tanky comp, and definitely the sort of thing that's like leans into INTZ's playstyle considerably.
Help from beyond has to be used there by Tyrant just to block the shots from Tufo. Will delay, of course, that first mech and keep him alive. Healing station going to be thrown down, and Firecrow has to continue to play aggressive.
Oh.
Back now, and it's going to be everybody on Tribe Gaming put to the trash compactor.
Oh, yeah.
Blown up, the mech and Tribe go up in smoke.
Firecrow again on that BB is a scary thing, but here comes the suck from Tyrant, and he is taken down despite the batting stance. The power back, it was a big turnaround from Tribe at a quick moment as well. But this is the thing with INTZ, they're not afraid to spin, they're not afraid to pin. Tribe have got to stay focused and composed to be able to turn this one around, because the final gem is spawning.
Marcel is a huge problem for them right now. That full treatment thrown over
And
the top there.
countdown starts now.
Close together, they were healing up at the Pam health station, and they got blown up. All it took was for Tufa just to swing on in with the Met. By the way, he has back again, and INTZ are in an unassailable position. This has to be the best Tara pull I've ever seen.
And not enough time to do the minecart there, just coming in with the cock, and then the block, and then Marcel,
GG's.
Tufa, and
Inds
Firecrow all
is winning.
celebrating the studio right now.
If TRB not going to win, I am going to cry, but still get the skin.
Screaming his head off.
Nice.
Are gaining that momentum very quickly.
You have to respect this setup here from INTZ. Yes, Tribe have gone away from trying to play their sharpshooters. They are playing like a relatively standard control-based setup, but there is so much durability and so much healing. It's essentially a double tank healer setup for INTZ. Marcel is untouched, and Tufa is hitting multiple people with that super inside the mech, dealing like over 9,000 points of damage. I'm not even kidding. That is disgusting. INTZ have really got their close range comp figured out.
INTZ have been in this position before many a time. They've been able to get to that place of being within an arm's reach of the Brawl Stars trophy last year at 2020.
Hello, legendary RM. No.
Then
इंडिया मुझे लेता तो पक्का आज पक्का वहाँ खड़ा हो के खेलता.
Be running.
क्या
That's
बच्चा.
some idea. There were definitely ideas which were to them very comfortable to play with. Tribe are going to have to definitely think this one carefully through. They do not want to be going down a set.
You can definitely try and match this, right? We've seen Tribe try and go for mech-based setups, and it will be Corey on the mech there, but they're going for Max and Jean. So again, sort of tilting in a more traditional direction, whereas INTZ have the B now.
Okay, well, I like the Meg, gotta say it. Tuva able to then push through on this left-hand side. The Sprout coming in for Firecrow, and here's Zulan trying to pinch around the right-hand side.
What's he hoping for here? He's playing awful close. Okay, Honey Molasses, he tries to use the phase shifter to come forward, but Tufa anticipates it on the other side of the map. Zulan is brought down now. He tried to go for a risky solo mission, and Tribe have been locked out of the middle of the map.
Minecart, they're coming through, the timing not on INTC's side, Super coming through there, and then losing the mech accordingly. The gems there getting a little bit tighter than last time as Tribe are getting a bit more positioning power. Nice grab there from Tyrant as well. Magic hand still to hand, but Zulan going on the hunt, coming back now with the phase shifter, goes down to Firecrow, but Tribe looking far better than last time.
You've got to get up early in the morning, though, if you're going to get the better of Firecrow like that. He dashes straight at him. Zulan goes full aggressive, and Firecrow catches him as he tries to retreat. Oh, that's a big pull. Firecrow goes down, but he might have been looking for Marcel there. 6 gems for Tyrant Star, though, puts Tribe ahead. Corey must be close to a mech, because he's playing like he is.
Tyrant there with 7 gems, 1 for Zulan's gems are split, but Corey there pushing through the mech. INTZ all in the back spawn, but they've got to come forwards. Time is not on their side at all, and there down goes the gem carrier. Corey, though, pinched through on the other side of the minecart, coming back now, has 1 gem, needs to hold on to it as well. There'll be a reset. Corey juking amazingly well, but the gem goes back over to Zulan.
Yeah, countdown, though, is going to be reset here. INTZ don't have the time to collect the gems in the middle of the map. They have to go aggressive here. Honey Molasses got to cut down the approach, but Tyrant has a magic hand here. Keep an eye on the Gene at the bottom left of your screen. Tufa takes a lot of damage. And
GG's. 2 down and they won. Great comeback. This is getting interesting, actually.
Meg of their own in, and it looks damn good.
Nobody's leaving
Every single
the match easily.
We get tied up. This is such a close affair between these two teams, and yeah, I honestly at this point don't know who is going to take this set. I think
Close matches going on.
and the way they are
Nice.
played. And both teams know how to play these brawlers. They are definitely, you know, I would say that out of all these comps at the moment,
So
this set
close and so interesting. Yes.
so both sides' strengths. Potentially, I think that INTZ there opting to go for the range to me didn't quite work. I think that the first attempt did, but they didn't want to run it again, knowing that Tribe may be expecting something of the same kind of idea.
Look, the gene also means that on attack or defense, Tribe have a ace in the hole, right? They have a huge trump card to pull out and just force a 3v2 scenario.
Jeez.
And Tyrant was hitting those consistently.
Legendary be like, abhi maja aayega na bedo.
Get a little bit closer, get some value on the Sprout, try and pressure down, and
So whoever wins this match will get the set win. Let's see who's gonna win.
internal. I mean, every time they win around, look at Zulan. He looks like the Arthur the Aardvark clenched fist meme. You know, he's a ball of energy right now, and they don't need to let it out vocally. But I tell you what, the atmosphere, I can feel it from here. It's bloody electric.
Yeah, electric and very, very tense, I can assure you. So much is on the line, and, you know, I've got to say, you know, Tribe Gaming and they've only
Ints
played
TRP,
number 1
Ints
seed
TRP.
so far in the finals. They've had such a big amount on their plate, but at the moment, INTZ showing them why they got so far last year and then firmly intend on doing the same again this year. Marcel bringing out the Crow, which again, I do love as a pick, but a badly timed run there. Zulan capitalizing. Let's go speed. Corey gets the mech. Perfect timing as well to push back deep into this spawn area. A good start for Tribe Gaming NA.
Yeah, it's frustrating for Firecrow because he gets his mech only after his team are forced out of position. Corey's going to have to sacrifice the mech here. Unlucky timing for the minecart. He gets hit with Firecrow Super, and he may himself go down. He forces the ejection for Firecrow at the very least, and amidst the fighting, Tyrant escapes with 4 gems, 1 for Zulan.
Minecart pushing INTZ back into that mid area, and they've got to be careful then if Tribe choose to push now, which they are starting to do so.
Mag is going on.
Have that, again, more time in the mecha driving seat. Minecart coming through, though, to prevent the actual miss pull there as well. Marcel has got jump, though, on the side of INTZ, and Tribe needs to be careful of that.
Yeah, absolutely. Marcel might have used another Toxin if he's not careful here, because Tribe were looking like they wanted to go forward. But again, remember, now in gem grab, you get an equal amount of gems on either side of the pit here. So Tribe don't need to push for anything too aggressively here. Tyrant's going to look for the perfect magic hand scenario, and Zulan's going to hit with another slowing Toxin, trying to get away with 4 gems. Split gems for Tribe, it's less than ideal, but Max gives you another safe option to carry at least.
Yeah, definitely a dangerous thing, because ultimately with Marcel there, that might be the time to use that super. He's pushing forwards as well now, trying to use that poison to trickle everyone down. But if he gets to take down of Zulan or Tyrant, then that could be enough gems for INTZ to take this match. They've got that mid control as well. Gems are tied up.
Again, a close match is going on.
Tufa, no magic hand though, and that's the thing that Tyrant does have on the side of Tribe.
Yeah, but again, if he waits too long, Tufa will have one available and they'll be able to trade them. Marcel, he has to dive in. It was the minecart, and he's still able to walk away. That's absolutely ridiculous. But INTZ still even on gems now. 1 more will start the countdown, and it ends up on Tribe's side of the map. The minecart comes through, and Zulan can scoop it up. What luck for Tribe NA.
But INTZ as quickly as that will stop the countdown. Corey too low on the right-hand side to be able to push back. Who's Zulan doing his thing, but he's going to be very, very careful about it as well. Oh, Tufa comes in with the magic hand, getting it and timing it to perfection. Tyrant coming in, he's got the gems, but not enough to be able to do anything about it. Marcel almost pushed into the minecart. Tufa, though, has enough with Firecrow to be able to hold on here. Minecart coming in as well. INTZ are going to take the second.
INTZ 1 and second side is 1.
Oh man, it does not get any closer than that. Just when you thought that NA,
I am back. Welcome back, Sino.
I guess the odds in their particular favor, Tufa had to go aggressive there with that swoop. It's
No, ins. No.
They walk away in a perfect magic hand. You cannot ask for
So now Ints need only one set to win, and Drive needs 2.
Going to have it back, and Tufa has been the clutch player in this series so far. What a catch on the enemy gem carrier. Zulan got absolutely dumpstered.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. INTZ are scary. I mean, not just in how they play Brawl. I mean, behind me, I'm kind of getting a little scared, Uber. They are celebrating in spectacular.
Game over, bro. मेरे साथ खेलो. भाई अभी कहाँ से खेलो? We are watching the matches. अभी कहाँ से खेल सकते हैं?
Surely now
कल खेलेंगे कल.
And take care of that man, because at the moment he is a problem and they have to deal with it.
Yeah, I mean, Tribe have to try and even up the series now on Hot Zone of all map types. There's going to be dueling beetles as well. Again, we've seen teams go for some wacky setups on this map. It's one of the few where, you know, the penny actually could be justified. We've seen also attempts at making Lou work. Again, Tribe NA, not the kind of team to go for wacky looks. Hot Zone is, frankly, their worst map type over the course of this season. Now, there are no truly bad map types for this team. They have winning records on all of them. But Hot Zone, it's 19 wins and 10 losses for them.
Julian Beals as well, I've got to say, that's a rough map. In this position, your Tribe Gaming is a rough time.
Matches are OP, yes.
They're going to have to get that mid control.
Hello.
What comp they want to go in with here, and consider the prospect of just having everything be quite open.
Drive, what happened to you?
It would be a great choice for INTZ to consider here, and whether you go in with some tankier ideas as well and heals, you've got to be very careful by doing so, because they are the ideas that INTZ love to implement.
This is where that veterancy from Corey, this leadership needs to come into effect, Ark. You're down now against the team that is all emotion. It's all fire and energy, and you can feel it from the other side of the
So intense matches, yes. इनको जीतना है ही होगा.
Focused up.
क्यों?
One more slip up means that Tribe are out of the World Finals again.
Wow. I hope at home your predictions are going well. I mean, you know, we both predicted Tribe Gaming and Ubis, so we're kind of hoping that we might see a little bit of a turnaround. But I think that if any team can do this, it is Tribe Gaming NA. Again, we've got to remind ourselves, they took down SK Gaming, the #1 seed of EMEA, and the team that have dominated that region all year long. They've got so much left still in the tank, and INTZ, though, it's fair to say, have got the momentum. So it has to get shut down if they're going to be taking it to the 5th final, or again, their tournament journey could be coming to a close in this match of Hot Zone.
I mean, it's okay to get loud if you're Tribe, but you really need to start to make a serious comeback here. It's just a weird map to have to do it on, Hot Zone. I mean, you know you're going up against a team that wants to kind of get in your face as it is. We've already seen a little bit of Crow play. I was wondering if we'd see that come back here, but it's sharpshooter central here for Tribe. They've got, of course, the B on the right-hand side. They're going to be making use of the Barley through the middle.
Okay, well, I like the Barley a lot, but I did kind of think that the B would be coming out for INTZ, but also then Tribe thinking the same thing as well, which is a good thing to see. Zulan's going to have to land those shots. The healing tonic going out. Just that little bit of 4% from INTZ as they creep forwards with every sprout shot that goes through here. Corey and Tufa on the left-hand side just trying to earn their mech as quickly as, again, that is such a big factor on this map. The first to gain their mecha will be pushing straight for that mid.
Look at what Firecrow's doing. Every time he comes up to take a shot, he just dips his toe onto the point, gets 1%, backs away. No need to hurry right now for INTZ. Tyrant is losing this mid matchup. That is all 3 uses of his gadget now expired. At some point, the crew from Tribe have to go aggressive. They're running out of healing resources. And look at this. It's almost like INTZ, they anticipate the use of that last call. They back away from the super. And when it's gone, Firecrow returns to his ancestral home here in the middle.
अरे मिडिल पे कोई खड़ा ही नहीं हो रहा भाई.
But now pushing through, allowing Tyrant to start to cap the zone here. The mega battle on
No
the
one is standing in the middle.
well, both Corey and Tufa got the
losing
swipe. Corey goes a bit premature though. Tufa got still so much HP left and the mecha swipe to his hand and pops the gadget a little bit late for me actually.
Zulan is doing it. He's doing a 1v2 on the right-hand side of the map while Tribe are getting pressured by the Meg. He's just dominating. He moves up with the Honey Molasses, and he's the reason Tribe get 20% while they're losing on the other side of the map.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Tribe now with a good amount of aggression as well and control of this mid. Tufa goes down as well whilst Corey pops the gadget at a good time now. It's going to be surely Tribe all day long as the swipe from Corey. INTZ are all over the place in hot zone.
76% and counting now for Tribe, and Zulan's starting to feel himself a little more. Corey's going to be forced back now. Firecrow needs to make something happen here. Ironhive is Marcel blocking with the Honey Molasses, and Firecrow takes Zulan down, but Tyrant's on the point. Tufa's going to be knocked out of the mech here, and 2 more percenters all Tribe.
Well played.
And what a time to do it. What a time to do it. But I've got to point out, you know, every set does come down to set
मेरा
points.
पैसा डूब गया किधर?
More work needed for Tribe. They're going to be hanging on here, but yeah, INTZ very, very quiet this time. They know
TRB coming back.
that time
The
round.
journey is going around like this.
Get-go that this
One
will be a
team
match
goes
for
up,
police.
second team goes down. But in the next match, second team goes up, next team goes down.
Starting to work more as a team as
It
you
is
pointed out there. Zulan doing a ton of work there on the
unexpected
right-hand side.
up and downs going on in there.
The battle of the Megs realistically is where it came down to for me as well in this schematic.
Ooh.
Yeah, you're dead right. I think so much of like the aggression for both of these teams is dictated about on when they have
Random person. क्या हो गया random person?
out of sync, by the way. So they actually have them at different times, and this is what allows either team to try and fight for control of the middle of the map. And in fact, when Tufa's mech was up, that would have been go time for INTZ and a great chance to equalize if Zulan just didn't 1v2 them on the right-hand side of the map. Just unreal performance from him again. The guy's a monster at land, a land dragon, if you will. And now this puts Tribe in a position to even up the series with a win in this set. But like you said, Ark, all of these sets have gone to 3 rounds.
There again, the comp, so important. I can't see the Meg shifting away here myself. I think that you kind of have to have something like that to be able to push
Don't
through.
spam. Why don't spam? Spam. It doesn't matter.
A big factor
Spam whatever team you want to spam.
with the Herbal Tonic coming into play.
Nobody's gonna
Definitely
give
by
time
far
out.
my preferred choice of
Do
Megs.
spamming, whichever team you're supporting.
And you can shut things down, but if you have got that make control,
Yeah.
you know, it's a bit of a tricky one. You know, you don't really have the DPS to do much about those situations under pressure. So realistically, I think the INTZ would be the ones to have to make a change here.
Yeah, I mean, I was worried, you know, for how things would go for Tribe NA because all 3 of those healing tonic gadgets were used before Tribe were really able to get aggressive, but it bought enough time for a mech to come up, you know, for the Tribe Gaming's Meg, and that's what allowed them to push up. They didn't really need the healing so much anymore. Leon Poco switch here for INTZ. They're going for something a little different with Lollipop Drop now deployed.
Okay, well, again, the Meg gonna stick around on the side of Tribe, but on different lanes this time. Firecrow actually going to the right-hand side to try to take on Zulan here, and I'm not too convinced on that. I think if Zulan lands these shots, then that could be
Risky.
definitely a bad day. Tufa going super aggressive and punished for it, but again, that healing side
Ironhive.
of the Pogo for Marcel gonna come into play here surely.
Yeah, look at that. I mean, Ironhive last call combined there. Honey Molasses thrown down deep, and it's a little hard actually for INTZ to remove this sticky totem. Tyrant might even body block some of the shots here from Tupa to keep it alive a little bit longer, and Marcel has to give up his life in order to get rid of it. Zulan has more of those gadgets, and he's going to deploy another now.
Well, if his hill coming in, Tufa then going to be a full HP when he attacks Corey. The swipe though, Corey manages to win the left lane.
Beautiful.
I can't believe that. He came in by surprise with the assassination attempt.
This is going to be
Firecrow straight out of the mech as soon as
last match finale, bro.
on the side of INTZ.
Tribe is coming back in the game,
They've got everything they need.
and they're actually controlling all the things.
The healing tonic, Corey got in his mech. Tufa mech'd up in a 1v3 scenario and got Firecrow rather, and got blown up instantly. Not a good look for INTZ, and they're too far behind now. Firecrow's going to stand on the point.
Well done. Set win by TRB. TRB is back in the game, and now it's gonna be whoever gonna win the set in the 5th round will win the match and qualify for the semi-finals.
this entire time, Uber. So close between these two teams, and fully what we expected to see today. This is where it all gets so interesting, and so much pressure, so much at stake.
And Ark, you pointed out, you said that, you know, Firecrow rather, taking a lane matchup against Zulan looked really risky. And you were right. Zulan, because he's not being threatened at all, is able to move up and use the Honey Molasses gadget and make it impossible for INTZ to get any map control. Firecrow here, making up against 3. I understand that he feels like he needs to get
GG's.
super.
Let's go. Yay.
Zulan, he's the king, man. This guy is nasty.
Yeah. Absolutely. I mean, I think it was the perfect thing to do was, you know, INTZ wants to play the Meg on the right-hand side. I mean,
And the final
you're going to have some problems.
is going to be C's bot drop.
For INTZ. You know, team at all. Try with taking down.
Let's see who's gonna go for the next stage.
So bot drop, Siege. This is where it gets decided. One team going through and one team will go home.
And we saw this from Tribe NA yesterday. They ended the series here. They 2-0'd SK on this particular map, and they loved the Piper set up in mid here. They mixed Barley in and Spike if they had to, but really,
Yeah.
Corey is going to be the player to watch.
TR, we believe in you. Yes. पैसा डूबने से बच गया. अरे अरे.
Not fantastically for him at times.
Well done. Both of the team are actually playing very well.
Flawless on that Piper.
Yeah, no time for error here. Everything is going to be on point, and I've got to say, I've got some concerns, some worries myself for Tuva on that Piper, which I imagine is going to come out. Again, it's a bit of a risky pick in bot drop, simply because on the defense side of things, it can be sometimes a struggle, but for big control, very much something we should consider. There's the cheering from the side of the Tribe team, Drage there, Kana as well as Javi. They feel like it's their time to shine. But decided in just 3 games time, or maybe even less.
Ains win, please.
Time for bot drop now, Ark, and it's going to be Zulan v Marcel on the Pipers in the middle. It's going to be Corey rather on the Spike to the left-hand side. These teams with similar setups, but it's Barley alongside the Piper for Tribe.
Okay, surprised to see actually Marcel taking the reins on the pipe, but again, why not? I mean, keep everyone on their toes and switching things up there. Big takedowns. It's actually been Corey with 2 bolts in his pocket, but can he hold on there? Guard Mulcher pop there for more survivability, more HP as he goes onto this left-hand side lane battle with Firecrow. Tuva taking big shots from Zulan and just about staying alive for it.
Yeah, real difficult matchup on the left-hand side. Ark, you mentioned Corey having used the gadget to get some health back. Firecrow does the same thing. Both Sprout players ducking into the bushes every now and then to refresh that shield. But Tufa is causing problems on the right side of the map. Tribe, though, on the left are looking pretty good, and Zulan chips in on the effort to get rid of the enemy Spike. It's a 1-bolt lead for Tribe, and they're going to extend it now as Tufa doesn't have many options. Tyrants...
Oh, they are taking...
There on the right.
Look at that. Tribe is doing well. They have taken so many.
Back, but the bolts are with Tribe. They're going to get this push coming in. That's something that INTZ are going to have to defend there. Great takedown as well. Marcel pressurized in the mid here. This is good momentum going through, but at the moment, no damage at all on the side of the ice.
Right, INTZ, they have that hedge, which is going to be huge. It's going to slow this siege bot down in a big way, but it'll get a couple of hits, and Tyrant, of course, can throw a couple pies at long range. That is a very good siege bot. And Tribe, of course, now with that mid control, they're going to have a bolt lead in a few moments now if Zulan can get away with this. A very good start for the North American squad.
And already, look at the bolts with Tribe. 5, 6 there from Zulan. Oh, he could quite back the 7, but Corey picks it up, puts down the wall, and goes straight back into defensive. Firecrow so low on that right-hand side and slowed at the same time. I think that INTZ can get a push here, especially with that bolt. Stopped by Zulan, though. That's potentially crucial. It could be a tie here if INTZ don't back.
No, tie.
INTZ now have got to get the dive. There's so much work they would need to do to even get close to a tie here.
Such a disaster. Marcel needed 2 bolts, not the 1 Arc, but he was just a little too slow. That was sat in front of him, but he's too risk averse. He was too afraid of getting picked off by Zulan. A disastrous result for INTZ. They don't get another siege and they won't have a chance to pressure this Ike down.
Easy win for TRB. Woo!
That keeps Tribe Gaming alive here. What a time to do it. INTZ on the back foot.
They TRB just need one win to go for the next stage, semi-finals. Nobody messes with the TRB. Oh yeah.
Scary stuff at the start of the round there. INTZ making use of the Leon to pressure Tyrant down on that Barley, and still he's able to deal with that scrutiny. He's able to play safe, and this is the Tribe way. Stay alive to fight another day and win. I mean,
Look at that.
as close as possible. He gets
That shot connected and that stopped from
Muscle needs both of
go
them.
for the
Get to them. It's not even
C's.
He's just no time.
Yeah, no, exactly. And again,
Well done.
one shot is...
TRB need just one win, but Ints need 2 wins
What
to go for the semi-finals.
coming out? What is the strategy?
Yeah, let's go, baby.
Teams, you know, INTZ,
It's getting interesting.
like they're close range, and that could be an option here to consider for them. At the same time, Tribe Gaming have got that, you know, comforting of knowledge, as you rightly put.
Nobody messes with the TRB. Okay.
Same
Ints. Okay.
composure.
Let's see.
On match point as well, they can just sense it. They can feel going through to the next round is so close now.
The Sprout gameplay gonna be important if we get another mirror match on that left-hand side. Corey versus Firecrow. Both of them trying to hit each other at very close range. It's a very complicated matchup. The Sprout v Sprout right up in front. It requires a heck of a lot of experience and effective use of your gadgets to stay nice and healthy. Eventually, of course, it was Zulan chipping
Here the Tribe.
with the Piper play through mid, and here we go. Zulan going to be on the Leon. The Lollipop is dropped, and it's going to be the Pam, Max, and BB look for INTZ.
Yeah, and this is what I was kind of expecting to see, and I think this is a good strategy for INTZ, but it does not seem like it is wavering. Tribe Gaming, who take full control of the T-wipe and the first spot, not actually gonna show its face. It's a tie, which could mean a one-push scenario is a danger for both of these two sides now. Holding the control is so important from here on.
Oh, look at that. Sticky syrup mixer for Tyrant Star. He knows exactly what gadget needs to be brought in here, and he forces the BB away. Firecrow now just needs to sit on the sidelines and wait. And
TRB just dominating it.
mid-control.
They are having the mid control and not even leaving a single time.
INTZ need to pull out something big in these next few moments if they want to have a crack at this siege.
Marcel, goes down. Beautiful angle there from Zulan and taps onto Tufa.
Look at that.
12 bolts here. This is going to be a huge ball.
14 bolts.
The fact that INTZ have only got 5 now for the final round of this matchup. This is where Tribe will try to seal it here and now.
GG's.
The healing station, that's a huge tool that they can use to slow down the siege bot. Not available. Firecrow's going to have to knock back the siege bot if possible here. He's trying to zone away the rest of Tribe. And the siege bot comes in at half health already. Eventually, Firecrow's going to be picked off. And look, there's a Barley super available if needed. But Tribe, they're playing it safe. They want to book their ticket to the semi-finals here with their slow, methodical trademark play.
Great.
Oh, nice shot.
There from Tyrant spinning as well. Giving the protest though. He thinks it's all over. I'm not so sure just yet. The round is still going in. And Firecrow has got the batting stance and the heals coming in. Marcel has the bolts being back to the mid-control. This is not over yet. 7 seconds, 5 coming in thick and fast. 8 bolts on the side of Tribe. It's going to be a tie at the moment, but there's the 9. INTZ will have one final push in this match.
Oof. Let's see.
Down to what Tribe can do to slow the bot down. Corey has his super. That's about it though here. Sticky syrup mixer doesn't look like it's available either. It's going to be the siege bot knocked back down to 50%. It's got to get taken down before it even really gets to the Ike. INTZ have got a full commit. They've got 7 seconds.
And
Corey takes down Firecrow.
42, they have won.
INTZ, they're going to equalize this.
Ints won. And this is going to be the final match.
INTZ are about to destroy the stage.
Oof.
Felt that pressure.
What is going on in here?
INTZ now, match points against Tribe Gaming. This game ends in this next round of Siege. My word, that protester came a little bit too soon.
Tyrant Star, have you learned your lesson? I tell you what, pride comes before a fall here, and I mean, Tribe, they did well dealing with the siege bot here, despite not having a lot of tools to really slow it down, but everybody from INTZ piled on in. Look at that spitball. That's the winning play there. Unreal stuff. And that's what puts INTZ in a position now to go for a tiebreaker. Oh man, it does not get any closer than this.
मैं देखते 20 हो गया.
Second push literally held back the entirety of Tribe Gaming for such a long time to allow his teammates to get as much of a defensive head start as possible.
And this is the final round. Whoever gonna win will go for semi-finals.
Because it's very hard actually to keep back the comp. I mean, Pam is a direct counter to Piper. You know, BB coming in with the heals can really push back your entire squad. Everything about the ideas that I
Wow.
was spot on. And
Ins, okay, Ins.
they can smell and see the fact that
Fear the tribe. Okay, fear the tribe.
but they made that final push count. That was not an easy thing to do under the pressure they were in, and now they are absolutely loving the situation. But can they continue this kind of thing forwards again? This next match is so important, a life-changing match for both teams here.
A tied first siege, Tribe with the second, and they let it slip just at the last moment. And you can see here, they need to get
Bro,
it.
show your predictions. Wait, matches started.
This game went, but
So just wait for it.
champions are forged. Do they have the mental fortitude to get past what just happened to them in that second round and to secure this match with their signature style? Slow and steady wins the race. Here come Tribe now. It's going to be Tyrant on the left-hand lane on that Barley.
Marcel, good pressure as well. Firecrow coming in right into the middle between Corey and Tyrant. And Zulan coming in. Some good pressure on the right. Corey, though, weak. Firecrow as well, though, on the left is as well. And this is going to be a first bot to defend from Tribe. But if they get that bolt as well, edging force to get it as well, we'll have a good amount going into this next round.
There's a lot of threat. The slowing toxic from Zulan means you're basically insta-dead to a shot from Corey. So you create a lot of zone control in the middle of the map just from having the Crow play forward. Great damage here, Siege. Excuse me.
56% of damage done already.
Oh!
They're looking at this next siege, realizing they've got to do some serious work. Great dodge there with the super.
Marcel's dodge there was honestly
And
unreal.
Ins in leading, and most probably
But I think Tribe
Ins are having much more chance to win this one if
a ton of
they
damage.
don't get the powers.
A small amount there. Terrible, realistically, but they got the mid control back now. 5 bolts, though, 6 now with INTZ.
This is not good. A second siege bot the Tribe have to face down, and there's a real chance that INTZ just full commit to this one. Get Firecrow in a position just to work it down. Sticky Syrup Mix is going to catch Corey and Ark. This is looking bad.
And with that, I guess Ins have already won this one.
Corey with the pipe, it's gonna.
That is a seal of winning, and
Firecrow coming.
Ins qualifies for the semi-final.
INTZ erupt in the arena. Tribe Gaming's journey will end here.
Unreal scenes. Tribe Gaming, literal seconds from booking their semi-final.
No.
Fall flat on their faces. And that
Great match actually. 3-2.
see the disrespect. They see the protesto. They turn around in the third round and they completely deconstruct this Tribe roster. What a ridiculous turnaround.
Oh my word. Unbelievable scenes in the studio. INTZ is the only voice I am hearing as, again, Uber, I'm pretty scared right now. Their energy is insane, but the comeback
What do you mean?
was
Come to
real.
LATAM. Come to LATAM. It's fine. Don't worry. They'll look after you. Just like INTZ looked after Tribe here. What an insane series, right? They played they played this super aggressive, cheesy sort of setup here, and you thought Tribe knew what to do about it, right? They looked kind of comfortable in the early round, but all INTZ, they are the kings of clutch.
Unreal, and it was just within the Tribe Gaming's grasp. It really was. It was just simply a little bit of a drop of the ball at just the wrong moment in time. All their hard work this year, and it has been incredibly hard work.
Show bro please. क्या show करना है?
Have had such a great run in this tournament, but it does come to an end for them. INTZ again, just so persevering in their approach, and they just had the energy to back it up. They did not miss a beat, And under that match point, it did not phase them.
Prediction.
Yeah,
ये लो, देख लो.
stuff there from INTZ. I mean,
Here it is.
you dare to disrespect this team, you are going to be punished there. Don't spin, don't protesto. These guys invented the protesto, all right? These guys, they were bored into it, molded by it. They didn't even see a thumbs up until they were already adults arc. You can't do that to this team.
Yeah, no, exactly that. I mean, they literally invented, in Brawl, realistically. We're gonna
GG ins. Congrats ins.
surely as I'm
Yeah.
sure everyone would like to see who that is
Yeah.
going to be. It is going to be Marcel on that Piper in the final game of Siege. And again, what an important role it played going in to securing that win. And INTZ now will go through then to our semi-finals as our first team confirmed today.
Hello Brawl events, like my stream please. Okay, I'm now gonna
At this point, because
drown
it's incredible.
my piranha.
But again, this is the kind of matchup where
Okay.
you know, throwing caution to the wind is
Okay,
the kind of strategy
okay, cheese boy.
opportunities to make these clutch plays. Like I feel like every time INTZ won a set, it was this
And with that,
individual
Tribe is out of the league.
out of nowhere. A clutch snipe from here.
Ints
Or the
qualifies
timing is
for
on Heist. It's beautiful play from
the
INTZ.
semi-finals.
They definitely deserve to advance, and they put every other team in this building and outside of it on notice.
Oh, absolutely so. Well, checking out the bracket again. Up next, it is going to be then Queen Nai and Navi. Later on, Reply Totem will be taking on STMN. The final hope, hashtag NA hope, still remains there. STMN Clash versus Zeta Division as well. It's just, I mean, if that's anything to go by Uber, what's coming next surely is just going to be equally, if not more, as exciting. I cannot believe what we just witnessed.
Yeah, absolutely. And looking forward at this next match, I think it's a great idea because Queen Nai are a team that came out of their region looking pretty average, right? They slumped, you know, since August.
Hello, Mr. Blah Boy.
Finals performances, and they actually started getting rolled by, you know, third and fourth place teams in their home regions. But Na'Vi, they came out and they just backhanded their opponents yesterday. A lot of fantastic Mortis play. So we've got two very exciting prospects about to take the stage.
Yeah, in fact, I think we need to take a closer look at Queen Nai and Navi right now.
What a dominant first set here from Queen Nai. More damage coming through. This should be it, and here you have it. Queen Nai take the victory. Queen Nai looking absolutely phenomenal.
僕も世界大会楽しむんで、見る人も一緒に楽しみましょう。
Cannot surely get away with this. He's gonna. Oh!
Я думаю, что самая сильная сторона нашей команды – это трудолюбие и мотивация.
What a turnaround for GD's. Oh! Take it back.
Болейте за нас, друзья. Сделаем на максимум все, что мы можем в этих матчах.
Queen Nai versus Navi then, and I've got to say, this one, I've been saying for a while that Navi have had
Don't fear the tribe.
changes and switching
Okay.
up growth within this tournament as well have Queen Nai have had themselves. So, you know, it is a great
So voting option is available if you want to vote
along the way.
and you want the points. Just vote now. Voting option is available in the upper right
I
corner.
really enjoy what we saw from Na'Vi. I think that, you know,
Go for it and vote.
matchup yesterday, well, it was against Tribe.
Don't fear the tribe.
Teams wanted to play more to style, right? They wanted to play sort of this assassin-y kind of look, and Na'Vi just did it way better, right? Their Mortis play was absolutely filthy. Some real individual brilliance. Cube especially, I think, was one of our, you know, real standout players from yesterday. And on the side of Queen Nai, we were definitely blown away by what, you know, players like Kenji were able to bring here. This is it's a fun matchup. I think these teams definitely have these different styles. I do favor Na'Vi in this head-to-head. I think the trick of trying to really underestimated Queen Nai, I don't think anyone is going to do that.
Hey, don't be toxic, tribe. Put a great fight.
Used to being disrespected a little bit from this EECA region.
But they haven't won, nah.
EMEA, but they've shown they can hang with the very best the world has to offer. What do you think about these bans here now as we have the Stewart
And the thing is,
taken out of the
he
picture?
was dancing in the second round.
It's wise.
They were thinking, tribe were thinking that, yeah, we have won already. But what a turnaround.
Underbanned for me at the moment. Bell, I think, is an interesting
Yeah, I got Cat Border Jesse right now. Well done, bro.
tool, actually, realistic.
Only by cheering and MVP. You were right, Goldie.
I think
Nice, bro. Well done.
I'm with that. But
Sure.
I'm kind of
1005 points.
Navi wrecking it up
Here
with
we
Buzz,
go.
and
The
straight
first
away,
round.
it's that same man, Cube, who teared it up against Tribe Gaming EU. He's back on the buzz, and he is dangerous, Uber.
Yeah, and this forces Menmi back. I mean, he can't play in the bushes this Sandy because he knows he's just giving supercharge to Cube right now. So Menmi is not in a position where he's able to be remotely effective. You can say the same right now for MMA, who's having to play a long way away from Kenji, as it's the worst possible matchup that Frank could really have here, but he uses the bushes to come up. Oh my God, Kenji just disintegrates.
MMA comes in with the smash,
Oh,
but it
that's
goes down,
disgusting.
and that is an easy start for Navi. Again,
Now we got the first
wasting
goal
him
done.
to get in the spawn of Queen Eye, and again, their comp is a bit of a tickle. If Cube goes in here again, I feel like it could be over very swiftly. The Frank super on the side of MMA as well, going to be clearing out that left-hand side area like I thought it would. Kenji now, where's he going to go?
Well, not much he can do. MMA one-shot him, I believe, with irresistible attraction just before. There's nothing Kenji could really do. I mean, Frank kicks incredibly hard with that particular gadget. And we can see Kenji forced back here by Jason now. Navi in no hurry. It's going to be up to Queen Nai to figure this out, and they look a little confused.
Navi can just sit back at this point in time. I mean, MMA is completely out of reach. I do love this really casual approach because they're just basically saying, yeah, like, we've done our bit, but you're the guys that are behind. There goes down the healing tonic as well, and going to be pushing through then.
Oh
as well,
my
MMA, going to Cube going in on Mary. Mary, the sweet dream starters, the last that she did the pass through from Jason. Pass back to Cube. Great footwork. And
Well played.
goal in such a spectacular fashion.
Oh, they're so good. They are so good. Again, we
I
don't
ask, please like my stream. It's not difficult for you, but I am pleased. Thank you for who.
MMA's playing.
Thank you who liked. Okay, Brawl events.
Strat, we just walks up and one shots the Bali more than once, by the way. Cube obviously gets aggressive here, so eventually when Navi see that MMA's in position to make a run, they just go for it. And he didn't have to use his super arc. That's the worst part. He just walks up here. This is some classy, fancy footwork here as Cube just slots it in there. Navi looked very, very scary.
Yeah, and just look very calm. I mean, you don't tend to see teams doing that. Just kind of sitting back and waiting and taking their time. I think it does say a lot already about how they're intending of going into this matchup. But again, the synergy was all there. Everything was on point. I don't see Cube going away from that buzz. That's all I'll say. The scenes in the Brawl House definitely have taken a bit of a turn. I think people definitely just reflecting on that last matchup. But no doubt over time we'll see some smiles return and some energy as well. But yeah, it was a tough beat. No doubt about it for Tribe.
Yeah, I mean, again, look, I think that this is the situation you face when you're in a single elimination tournament, right? You know, no second chances. It's absolutely brutal. And one small mistake is the end of your tournament, right? As opposed to like there being like a double, like a lower bracket or whatever to fight your way through. So you really have to be at your best on the day.
Click the red button. I'm already clicked, bro.
Particular day. Now, both of these rosters,
Only 1 point you get
Queen Eye's playing from home here, even
one
though
time
they managed to get here
in the
and
match.
playing in their facilities. So both of these teams.
So you can still get the skin on mini. I don't have any mini account, bro. And this is not about the skin. I have already told you guys in the morning stream as well.
Of course. But again, we've seen, you know, Navi prevail despite.
I got the toxic pin noise. Well done.
To step it up. They looked extremely confused by what Navi were trying to play, and this is what we were talking about in the last couple of days, Ark, about these differences of regional approach, right? Again, single elimination. You get caught off guard by something and don't come up with an answer quickly enough, your tournament could be over like that.
Yeah, there's no right or wrong. It's just what works better against the other. And again, you know, wow, Cube is actually going to step away from the buzz, keeping it unpredictable. Memi, though, going to be going on to the buzz. So what an interesting turn of events. And Surge is actually not a bad shout to have with a buzz on the other side. So Navi really going deep into the analytics of this game and just thinking through the mind games of the whole thing. I think they've actually come in with a really interesting approach and consider things. Jason, no!
What a shot!
The gap was found. Oh,
what a trick shot!
Word, that is disgusting. Queen.
Hello, YouTuber Jem. What's up?
Take a look at your defense. That was way too open.
And this is it, Pinball Dreams, right? There are a couple trick shots that, you know, you can get from like long range with a super shot, right? But everybody knows about these. At this level especially, Queen Nai just got caught, I mean, with their heads turned the wrong direction there by you know, a flashy but somewhat common strat. Menmi misses his super there and can't catch Cube. He's now going to blink forward and oh man, that is some filthy surge play. Dempsey's running for the hills and he's not going to be let to escape.
They couldn't quite pick up the ball, and that could be time that costly. But at the same time, they have got the leads. They're going to be knuckling down here. Great value is going to be said from MMA coming in as well. The clear up is there. Navi looking so confident here. Can they score and seal this first set? They can get the pass. A little cheeky little cheeky pin from Cube there. And that is our first set done already. Set win, Uber. And I feel like we've only just started.
I don't think these teams are on the same level.
Fear Navi.
Just a little special
Epic,
today.
yes.
With a smirk on his face because he realizes what they've just done to Queen Nai. How do you bounce back from this? I mean, Dempsey's got allergies. He's got hives. It was so filthy.
Yeah, that was
Ranju, why he told
at the very least a learning.
told me to vote for Navi.
But again,
Okay.
their time is trickling down very, very quickly. You know, Navi's approach today has been so far spot on perfect, coming in with what they really know best.
Jeez.
Range aggressions and Jason and the flair of the style of everything that's happening around them. Surely it's speeding their confidence with every moving moment.
Contrast this match with the one that we just saw, like a titanic struggle every step of the way. And you'd be forgiven for wondering if this was like a round of 16 match as you know, as opposed to the one we saw before. Na'Vi are just, they are locked in. They are not taking any prisoners. They are not afraid to style on you. And they are just absolutely unrelenting. From the cheesy Frank one-hit strategy where you run up on them and hit them with the gadget to what we just saw there.
We are down to the bounty. Dry season now.
Asked for. And again, you see they...
Bro, I completed 50 points. Nice, bro. Well done.
Bell. Obviously, there are a couple still available, but they want you to know that they want you to be able to sit back and be comfortable. They want to force you into an awkward position, an uncomfortable one. And so far, Queen Nai do not look like they're luxuriating, Ark.
No, not at all. And with dry season, they are realistically going to have to slow the pace of this one down. Navi, at the moment, are playing at the pace that they want. They are the ones that are dictating.
I'll go play Roblox Spy. Okay, bye. Have fun.
Queen Nai now to return the favor, or this one could be very much done and dusted in the third set. Navi now will be thinking carefully through their strategy going in. I think that the long range could be a potential weakness for Queen Nai to explore, but definitely at the moment...
I am only 500. I hope I can still get the ST9 missed day.
As a team,
No problem. You can still have... You are still having how much? 6 matches left.
Much they did would go again to kind of reiterate that same idea. So they're going to have to get an early lead here and then start to communicate a bit more effectively.
I mean, you see this from Na'Vi, right? Straight away. Sandbags thrown down. They take mid control. Jason forces himself right up here, and they're ready to throw down. Dempsey, you know, early on had like a lollipop drop there. They thought they'd be able to play safe and try and poke. No, that's not going to be allowed to happen. Na'Vi bustle up the middle of the map, snatch up the blue star and go, okay, come at us.
Very much just like what we saw previously in Brawl, really, and just kind of having the high ground there. Everyone getting hunkered down underneath there. MMA, I believe it is on the roughs there. The field promotion is going to be giving that HP buff to everyone, and as long as everyone stays on their feet here, over time, they're going to be getting stronger. Queen Nai have got to shut this down. Otherwise, come the final moments, they're going to be having to take down effectively the same HP as 6 people rather than 3.
Yeah, we might be looking at a Magic Hand stalemate here if Queen Nai can't make the moves. Na'Vi are giving up a lot of map control, though. They're a little bit worried about Dempsey playing around that left-hand side. Another head first, taken down. Field promotion is doing its fair share of healing, but Na'Vi are getting poked down so much that they're not actually getting any tankier. Okay, there's a supply drop thrown down there, and Jason's going to be hitting a little bit harder, but MMA's lost the blue star.
Well, Queen Nai still behind, though, but in position, and definitely getting some good aggression here. Like, as Navi collectively get together, they are going to be gaining strength, but there's a lot of area splash there from the Baron of Kenji. Ticket coming in, taken care of by Dempsey.
20 seconds remaining. If Q9 wants to win, they need to go and attack someone out.
Much better place, but Navi holding on thus far.
Kenji really wanted to hit that full treatment. The burst damage is going to go a long way.
Oh, they are on huge lead.
Ken's going to collect many.
Oh, GG's.
But he's taken down by Q.
What a great match going on. Hello, Gravity. Navi is really good at Togo too. Yes. CSGO. I like the Navy team for CSGO. Nice. Goldirock team was your favorite. Tribe was favorite, but he is out.
But that magic handful there from Cube just deflated everything. By that time, Kenji couldn't really do anything about it coming from the left. They were too weak and could have all attention and eyes firing onto them. Cube there with some great stats as well, Luba.
Again, we want to remind everybody that when you have this this Gene mirror match, unless your Gene, and you're playing defensively, unless your defensive Gene gets magic handed or gets taken down, you're probably going to trade at the very worst. And if you already have the blue star, you have yourself a lead. Kenji pretty big on the buyer in there, right? I think landing that super is huge because it just removes all of that field promotion extra HP and drops everybody very low. But he misses his last one. He doesn't catch all three players, despite how grouped up Na'Vi were. And I mean, the Queen Nai went into the fight with a health pool disadvantage against Magic Hand, which they just got thumped by.
One thing you've got to hand, though, to Queen Nai is that they did approach this one differently. They almost feel like they are starting to gain a bit of an idea as to how Navi want to play things, but again, it's a little bit too late at this point. They need to come in a bit more prepared.
Bro, please tell me who will win.
Now is the time to turn things
Who will man of the match? It doesn't matter. In man of the match, you click anyone, you will get 10 points for sure. It doesn't matter you do the correct guess or the wrong guess. You will get the points. 10 points per guess.
Navi have just got so much up their sleeve
for the MVP only.
But mixing things up at the same time, and I kind of expect they might continue that same idea and drop some of the previous brawlers that they were running just purely in the event of being unpredictable here.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you have a free round in your back pocket, essentially. A great opportunity to pull out something just kind of wacky and take your opponents by surprise. And that's probably why we're having like a couple moments being taken here. Is Queen Nai probably trying to formulate something? Because, I mean, in a blink of an eye, they could be down 2-0 in a best of 5. These guys were all smiles yesterday. Kenji, Dempsey hamming it up for the cameras, thumbs up, big smiles. Now it is all business. They need to dig themselves out of this hole, and Na'Vi just want to dump more soil on their heads, as well as plenty of supers and magic hands. So we're looking for this Japanese squad to fire back now. Let's see what they've got. It is a tanky look. It's Poco double tank. Oh, Na'Vi, they don't want to mess with this at all.
No, I was expecting actually this on the side of Navi, so definitely a comp which they know how to retaliate towards, but I do like that Queen Nai is starting to be a bit more daring. But Kenji going in here knows that Jason is a weak target, but look at that, everyone behind Navi just getting together here. The support coming in, there's the stun. Dempsey, no way! Stuns all 3 members. I'm surprised he didn't come up with more value, in all honesty, because I thought that was going to be a team wipe in a single super.
Yeah, listen, he probably should have there, but for a couple of things. Last hurrah popped by Jason to keep himself alive, and the magic puffs from Cube kept him standing. You're right, that should have been a team wipe there from Dempsey, but he's going to try it again. Sandbags deployed this time just in time, but look at him back up. Jason's going to be chased into a corner, and Kenji is nice and healthy. Another last hurrah used, and MMA gets a supply drop kill on the B. It's stunning stuff for Queen Nai. They're trying to back away with the lead.
Jeez.
Will not be allowed to escape.
Jason just stuck in the corner there, surviving on. He has got the buff as well, so I want to see definitely a lot of connecting shots from him as they will go a longer way. Kenji is weak, and nice taps from Cube there just to keep him low, but batting stance soon to come back into effect. Maybe he's got that super as well, that's a hand, which obviously if Dempsey chooses to go in, he'll want to be connecting some good heals for Cube. He's looking for the pull, he gets the pull, but the heal comes in, just not quite enough though. MMA should be able to clear up Memmi here as well, potentially.
Oh, nice.
Big time there, Cube. Nice. Magic Hand let blowout. He makes sure he actually gets the heal proc. It requires someone to be in close proximity to Gene now. You can't just pop it.
Look at that.
Chase Kenji down. Na'Vi, this is incredible poise. Look at this finesse that they navigated this matchup with Arc. They have a vastly less durable setup. They don't have nearly as much mobility, but what they do have is their defensive gadgets. They have Last Hurrah. They have Cube with another.
They have won the set.
They have everything they need to make it 2-0. These guys are absolute juggernauts.
Going from that start at the beginning of that match for Queen Nai, if that wasn't
2-0
to get them
nice.
back in this game,
You also get another 10 unlike points by not voting for any teams. Yeah.
I like the Poco.
Navi, good players. Hello, Flexmate. What's up?
Back into your spawn. I don't know how, if Queen Nai
Feel the
can
Navi.
with that comp there.
Hey man, got you. Just kidding.
Match point situation. Look at that from Dempsey. Absolutely stunning. But even then, with plays like that, Queen Nai are not persevering until the end to get the wins. Navi have not missed a beat. Every single game has gone their way.
Look at that. Jason responds. He knows he's not under threat there. He pops his Last Hurrah because he knows the knockback component of it is going to make it impossible for Dempsey to take down any of his teammates. This guy is so smart. He knows he doesn't just have to use his gadgets to keep himself alive. He uses it to keep his teammates alive. Incredible player. And I have good news for fans of Navi out there.
अब तो आपको पक्का बर्गर जैसी मिला होगा रे का प्रेडिक्शन की वजह से
My word.
कहाँ का भाई रे का प्रेडिक्शन कोई काम का नहीं है पहला मैच में हार गए
Getting a little bit quieter. Danny just
और एक्चुअल में अगर रे के प्रेडिक्शन पे जाएंगे तो 3 मैच आप हार चुके हो क्योंकि फिनाले भी उसने टीआरबी कहा था और फिनाले में से टीआरबी तो बहुत पहली बार हो गया तो टीआरबी वाला रोल तो वो खत्म हो गया तो एक मैच 100 पॉइंट्स तो आपके वहां माइनस हो गए सेकेंडली सेमीफाइनल्स में भी टीआरबी कहा था तो सेमीफाइनल पहुंची ही नहीं है टीम तो 2 मैच से टीआरबी माइनस कर दो 200 पॉइंट तो आपके यही माइनस हो गए
Gonna have to reverse sweep.
So yeah,
Juggernauts of the EEC.
think by yourself, not
they look
by others.
And Queen Nai have to find a way to undermine that on Heist, which again, Navi have more than an 80% win rate on. They are 27-6 on this map type in their home region. Queen Nai, I mean, oh man. I don't know how they're feeling about this one here. It's not a particularly great map type for them. You can see Dempsey throwing his head back. They are racking their brains, trying to figure out what it's going to take to get a foothold in this damn series.
Yeah, it feels very much as though they just don't know how to handle Navi, and you know, it's taken them by surprise going in.
I already got the skin because of Ray's yesterday's prediction. Nice.
You know, anything really from Navi which worries us at all. They've had all smiles and
अरे TRB EU था और ये TRB NA है भाई तो भी जो भी TRB था वो है ही नहीं TRB is out of the league
they like to run themselves so they know best how to counter them and how to deal with them.
Bro Jason Mush MVP उससे क्या होगा
Whereas at the beginning of this season
why bro
see some patterns occurring. They've really been working so hard in the background to come into this World Finals as prepared as they are seemingly being. I gotta be honest, Uber, I see this ending in the third and final set.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I don't blame you for sort of feeling that way. It feels like a game type where Navi, you know, get to do all the things that they want to do, which is step up on you and crack your head open with, you know, a BB battle, something similar. They get to play, you know, these buzz looks. They get to play that little bit more aggressive. They can make use of Gene if they want to here. I mean, look, what I loved about seeing that previous set here is that Navi showed us that they can play like, you know, the more safe, slow, control-based.
Hello, Rare Brendan.
Very different to what we saw from
Big gaming is best. Okay.
Just rammed it up the nose of Queen Nai. They can, you know, they can play that sort of more subtle game type that requires them to sort of work down far more durable foes. But now they get to play something completely different. Oh, what is this? Bull, Ebs, and Edgar. Okay, Navi.
I like this comp from Navi. I do like the Edgar for sure going in, but Kenji at the same time doing very much the same. It's a bit of a base race already. Memmi going in, getting some good damage. It's pretty neck and neck for the most part, but the open area there on the side of Queen Nai is a bit of a hazardous thing. If Jason can come in now with MMA, that middle area is going to cater so much towards the Nems and the Bull.
No one did anything about Cube there. No one could. All of Queen Nai were overcommitted towards the other side of the map. There could be an opportunity here, though. Dempsey's going to be able to rush his way through, start pressuring the safe down, and Jason needs to control the middle part of the map. He trusts Cube to get rid of Dempsey, but it doesn't work out. Kenji's also going to be there now as well, and Queen Nai get themselves into the lead. Kenji has to be dealt with when he's allowed to escape. Menmi comes back in now, tries to go for the torpedo throw, but there's no connection. Queen Nai lead by 10%.
Cube realistically has got to get on this save. The defense has got to be strong from Navi. This could be the chance for Queen Nai to get a win here if they're not careful. The save is being rinsed down by Cube. The hits are still going. They've done it.
Navi is just
oh my
tearing it down.
Are on fire, Uber.
Oh, they are so much better. It's unreal. That was a very tense situation.
I think finale will be between Zeta and versus AQM. Let's see.
Sort of set up there. They just
Tum kaun ho?
MMA has an awkward situation where he has to keep a
Kitchu bhaiya, what's up?
at arm's reach. He has to use a
Buzz melted. Yes.
He really prioritizes
They be like, और copy करोगे मुझे?
his teammates to respawn. Jason eventually.
आप बोलो रे का prediction कैसा था?
And that whole time, Cube was
Nice.
down. Queen Nai safe on the Edgar to give them that early lead. I mean, it's pretty insane to win a match like this, by the way, where you're just going hell for leather. The Queen Nai now are nothing to lose. This is it. Their final opportunity to make it.
Bro, the thing is, you can't underestimate any team.
It's such a difficult one.
If they have reached that world stage, that means they have worked very well. So you can't actually
I would say
go for the predictions of anyone.
Brilliant in terms of the scoreline. But that was the match that led Navi to match point. I mean, you look at now at the entire reverse sweep to have to happen to keep their dreams alive. I think that Queen Nai have got an enormous challenge on their shoulders, and I don't know whether, looking at how Navi are playing today, they're able to keep up.
And this is it. This is as tanky as you can possibly get. Menmi gets sent packing there by a bat swing, and Jason and MMA about to party with the safe 2-on-1. Menmi goes in and stuns him. Double stun, pretty big. He actually goes for another jump in, and oh my! He gets a 2v1. He gets out with a kill. That's huge. That could give Queen Nai what they need here, but the respawns come in, and Na'Vi still have the lead on safe damage.
MMA still there on Menmi. Menmi just about winning that transaction on about 150 HP. Jason has got the roll as well. Cube, though, coming forwards. And I do like the strategy that Navi are trying to employ here. Just keeping it calm and collected as now MMA coming in, though. But at the same time, gotta say, the way that MMA is rolling in here, I like the look of Dempsey, though, with the stun. Memi gets a lovely little stun there as Dempsey goes on the aggressive hit. 6% Cube is there. That is surely it. One more swipe.
GG's. Now we qualifies for the semi-finals. Easy peasy.
Do it in style. It's not particularly close.
3-0.
Given for thinking that.
Yeah.
The way that Heist was played, both teams.
Hello, legendary RM. Hi, bye, hey.
There's nothing.
What is this? Hi, bye, hey.
Already.
कुछ लोग होते हैं जिन्हें सिर्फ कमी दिखता है.
They fantastic job on bounty there, where they looked a little shaky at times and were still able to triumph. And Queen Nai at the end, like, they go out with a bang. They try to go for this aggressive look, and you can see the look on Menmi's face. He was a stalwart defender of the safe in those last few moments, right? A double stun, able to get a kill in the 1v2, get out alive. It's all ridiculous stuff, but this look here from the Frank tank play straight up the middle, Queen Nai were on the back foot from the get-go.
Yeah, for me, Navi placed down their insurance policy very, very early on. Queen Nai were kind of always chasing their tails after that, and I did like some of the plays Queen Nai started to show towards the end. Pitstop was incredibly exciting to watch them start to come more out of their shell, but at the end of the day, Navi had done so much work early on. That confidence that was gained along the way just came full circle, and you just saw how easy it was for them.
If we see till now, rare prediction are 80% correct.
How they continue on today, because they are looking so good.
Yeah, it was beautiful, and I think we have just one of the most exciting semi-final matchups possible, Arc. Na'Vi versus INTZ. I mean, two regions incredibly far-flung from one another, but they have similarities in terms of this real passion, this fire, this aggressiveness that they like to play with. I think both...
I have 958 points.
Very mechanically skilled.
You just need...
I'll be honest with you, one of the...
Even you just don't need a win. Even if you guess the MVPs, even you guess them wrong also, then also you get Catbird Jesse for free. Well done. Hello bro, hello there. Abhishek, what's up?
It's going to be so
भाई मिल गया skin. Oh
we
yeah.
do, of course,
Well
have
done,
an
Vikash.
MVP to crown, and that is going to be Jason of Navi. Congrats to him. I mean, he played fantastic.
Yeah, look, incredible stuff. From really this entire team, I thought that, you know, like Jason is definitely one of the players that gets put in that position.
हाँ बहुत बढ़िया अभिषेक भाई आप बहुत बढ़िया हैं आप बताओ
Stuff, especially on Bounty. This team did so well, you know, using Tick's gadget just to force people away, to knock them back, and then to allow their gene to thrive with those magic hands. These guys are just a well-oiled machine right now. They've worked so hard, Ark. They deserve to be here, and you can really now start to see the fruits of that labor you come out. So
अरे हमारा अंग्रेजी देवता है
they are
वाह
absolutely terrifying.
बहुत बढ़िया
Yeah, I think you put it into perfect words. Absolutely terrifying.
Wait a second, I'm coming
many
2
people
minutes.
say today was going to be taken up a notch. I think it's fair to say that it absolutely has, as the teams for the next matchup join the stage. I see you guys. I see what you're doing. You think I can't see what you're doing? Great to see, though, so many of the players in great spirits. And, you know, there's going to be tears. There's going to be sweat. There has to be a winner. There has to be a loser. But everyone, nonetheless, is having a fantastic time here in the Brawl House.
Yeah, I mean, and this next game, and we could start to tease it, right? Reply Totem, one of the hopes of the EMEA region, up against, you know, STMN Esports, who've now realized that, you know, the top dog in their region has been knocked out. They have a chance to actually maybe steal the crown for themselves and do what they couldn't do throughout the regular season. The storylines, they write themselves for this point, Ark. We've got just insane matches.
I got 1050 points. Nice. Well done.
Check out more from them.
Hey everyone, I'm here with Reply Totem after their victory over TIG. I've got Coach Inso to my right. I've got Soy, I've got Mori and Maru with me. Guys, congratulations on the win. Soy, I'm going to come to you right now. What were your thoughts and feelings going
He's dead. Who's dead, bro?
I was nervous because
I think I'm going to win the skin. Yeah. Nice. Well done.
and we haven't any data about them, so
Copy. He's back. Never mind. Okay.
I knew things, and it was great.
Mauri, what about for you? Any nerves going into the game?
Yes, a little bit, yes, but after the first win, I was more chill, so I played so good in my opinion, and all good. GG's.
Now, Inso, you know, you have to lead the players, right? So if they have a little bit of nerves going in, but yet they pulled out the 3-0 win, what was it like for you watching them behind the scenes?
I mean, it was hard for me because, of course, I prepared them, but it's a new experience for everybody. So I'm happy they played well, and we're happy for the win.
Yeah, you guys pulled out the win. You're going to the quarterfinals, but I just want to take a second to look around us because right now we are in the lounge of the Brawl House. We've got a bathroom over there if you guys need the potty break. We got a bed if anyone wants to take a nap, and of course a kitchen in case anyone's feeling a little hungry. So Maru, for you, what's your favorite part about this event?
Probably the kitchen. Yeah, probably the kitchen. Or maybe the bathroom. I don't know.
Have you used either?
Yeah, both of them.
Tell me, Maru, I'm going to ask you again. What's it like meeting all of the other brawlers?
I got Dolon 03 points. Nice.
Right now, everyone is here. All the best of the best.
Bro, they are talking about
Staying
nerfs.
together is like crazy.
Who
It
told you?
feelings that you can't have while you're at home, and yeah, a cool experience.
I got Dolon 02 points. Nice. Well done, bro.
Movie magic right now, because right now we're seeing STMN take on Flash, and you guys play one of them tomorrow. So I'm going to ask you, I'm going to say, okay, you're playing Flash tomorrow just in case they win. And then I'm going to ask you again, you're playing STMN tomorrow just in case they win too. Yeah? So Soy, I'll come to you. All right. You guys are playing STMN Esports in the quarterfinals tomorrow. What do you think of that matchup?
It will be hard because their players are
Hello, Divyansh.
experienced, and
What is GG? Good game.
that's
Yeah,
What
the
strategy
kitchen.
be going up against them? Anything to focus on?
I don't know.
Fear the STMN.
With some new bands.
Why to fear anyone?
Hopefully we will surprise them and play well and win the game.
Yeah, sounds like a solid plan. All right, now we're going to do this. All right, so you guys are playing against Team Flash tomorrow in the quarterfinals. Going to be a pretty interesting matchup going against some of the former world champs. So what do you think about that matchup, Soy?
it will be harder too.
What'll make that matchup hard? Mori, I'll ask you.
From between Flash and They are so good players, so if we face them, will be a really hard match because they are so good. But
nerf the please Shelly, Frank
Well,
or
best of luck
Edgar
to
को
the
nerf
entire
दे
team in the quarterfinals.
दे
Thank you guys
बस.
so much for taking
Why?
the time to talk to me, and that's it for us here.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you, obviously, to Avali and Reply Totem for giving us the information. And now it's time for the action. F. joined here by Teddy. You ready?
Absolutely, man. So pumped at some insane quarterfinals already. Absolutely insane. And I think the two next ones to come up are going to be just as good, if not better.
Upset after upset. We'll see if this is the direction for us as well.
Now it's time to vote.
STMN
Who will win this match? Vote now.
To be getting into AC Milan Clash and Zeta Division will be following up after that. INTZ and Navi moved on already. And so we're eager to see who winds up on this lower side of the bracket.
I didn't get pin. Which pin, bro?
Exciting upsets so far. Looking at Reply Totem and
I think
STMN should be a
210.
lot of fun.
Okay.
Let's set the table. Boom goes the dynamite. Reply Totem. Bang, bang.
I'm very confident about the whole tournament because we're a very aggressive team, and hopefully that's gonna.
Are you asking about this one? This pin?
Pushing forward, that's gonna be the goal.
You'll get it eventually.
That's it. Oh my word, the wipers at STMN have done it.
I feel pretty confident about everything because I think North America is a really good region. I think we get good practice against a lot of other teams, and with us doing so well as of late, I think that's going to transition over to Worlds very nicely. For the rest of the world, be ready.
Hello, Jacob.
Take this round.
For 500 points. I didn't get pins. You will get it eventually from the game. If you didn't get, then you can just contact Brawl Stars support team and they will give you later as well. I got Jesse Shin. Nice.
I mean, I think both teams have a huge story behind them. You know, for STMN, you have the fact that they've been struggling to make it to Worlds for 3 years. They're finally here, especially Bobby and OG. Those guys are absolute grinders. So much history between them and behind that duo. On the other hand, you have Totem that has been grinding this year like no one else. They have been the underdogs coming in early on in the monthly finals all the way until today. And so far, their story has been just as successful.
So taking a look at the bans here, we see no buzz allowed, and that is what I expected. STMN did a fantastic job in the earlier rounds, but a lot of their success leaned on that aggressive play, the ability for Buzz to just get in there, tackle folks, and take it down. And the Meg ban as
Try को झटका लग गया इनसे.
the Buzz ban is where my brain is.
Hello, anime universe. I got this skin. Nice.
Let's jump into it here. And right away, we see standard comps, Maori on the Lola. Love to see what's going on there. But I'm looking at Czar here as Bobby finds the first kill of the match. Maori goes down. And an answer back. So it's a tie for the siege. Tie for the siege.
And we all know those ties make things even more volatile. And things can get pretty crazy from here. Both leads slightly in favor of Totem so far. A little bit more control as well. But that super from Bobby is huge. He picks up the kill on Soy de Breza as well. Will create a lot of space for STMN to work with, and now they have control of every single lane, and the bolts are going to be pouring in.
Big plays here for the mid lane lockdown. And the first one was a tie, remember. And so with Maori getting a kill here, though, this is going to shorten up the distance between our two squads. 4 bolts, make that 3, separate them. But STMN pushed out, but not completely relegated outside of the mid. Plus, you got to look at those traps in the mid lane. Great placement from STMN, and that gives them a level 9 siege bot. Let's watch the push.
Yeah, what can be a little bit worrying for STMN is if they can't find enough damage off this one. There's 10 bolts in the bank for Reply Totem, so they are preparing for a huge bot. And look at that, it's getting melted down, barely any damage coming through. And now Totem, all they need to do is get more and more bolts, and they'll have a massive siege bot.
Really nice placement there coming out from Reply Totem to do what they could, but still a ton of damage onto the Ike there from STMN.
840 if I am right in this game. Okay, nice.
So it's going to be a big
वैसे आपने रे को प्रेडिक्शन देख के वोट किया या फिर ऐसे ही कर दिया? ऐसे ही कर दिया ब्रो.
It's possible for sure, but it is going to be super hard because the bottom of this level is going to be fast, it's going to be tanky, and it's going to deal a ton of damage on that Ike. And it's pushing for, look at that speed. They are trying to push behind it. Look at it on the left-hand side. They're sneaking around there. They want to get as much burst damage as they can from the flank side. It's not enough just yet, but it's coming through, and that's going to be game one going to the Italians.
There was a moment there that I thought the NA squad might have been able to grab it. Reply Totem take game.
Totem won the first match. Let's go.
Wipe in the hands. Let's do it again. I think that this was a fun one. Sure, there was a tie in the first siege, but Reply Totem didn't completely step on the green and yellow. This was a game where it was a little bit of back and forth, a lot of maybe, a lot of coulda.
अरे तो full same prediction कैसे हो गया?
Reply Totem wins.
क्या बात कर रहे हो? Same है क्या? देखो.
Yeah, I'm not sure, man. I mean, it was.
अरे sorry, इधर से नहीं इधर से दिखेगा.
But the bolt economy was just managed much
देखो same है क्या?
Totem. Much more comfortable around.
Stamina, AQM.
What I think is very interesting about this matchup is
Navy
is going to be supporting STMN, right?
STMN,
pretty much
TRB, same है क्या?
Exactly, and for Reply Totem, they're a lot fresher to the scene.
मैं तो ऐसे तुक्के में डाला है भाई.
Competitive, and gaining some confidence early on with games like this is super important.
That's true, and you know, looking at
चलो देखते हैं क्या होता है.
Change. We already saw a little bit of conversation coming out from OG about standing and doing this sort of stuff. I haven't heard anything from Applied Totem. Maybe they're a little bit more acclimated to the stage setting and what's going on here. You know, that absolutely is a thing that you have to take into account because the variables aren't all in the game like we are right now. Reply Totem on a set point rather, with one in the pocket. And so STMN, Bobby's pick, 2 games in a row. You like it?
I like it for sure. I mean, it did some good work in the previous game. Unfortunately, not quite enough as a team, I think, in the previous one. Look at that, the snipe from Mari takes down Czar, and that's a huge start from Applied Totem, getting that first bot, and most importantly, not giving away too many bolts for STMN to build up their economy. And with a level 2 bot, you don't really plan on getting too much damage, but you want to find value elsewhere in keeping control, in just getting some chip damage here and there, and in the end, they're going to get almost 50% damage, more than 50% damage, and that's a lot of value, and just a bit of a poor defense from his CMN.
This is where the Barley needs to step up. I need to see more aggressive plays out of Bobby on the Barley here. You saw as soon as he realized how much damage was dealt, he needed to walk forward and take a more aggressive approach here. Right now, 3-2 with 5 seconds left. That right side is going to go to Maru as well. Or will it? A good placement by Bobby, and it is Reply Totem again. I mean, they got over halfway done with the first push. Mathematics tell me this could be it.
This could absolutely be it. Now there is no wall in the middle anymore, so the bot can just push forward. It is going to get slowed down quite a bit by the bell traps, and that should be a pretty clean defense. But they have to take back control. They have a 2-ball lead on the side of STMN. They can definitely get this bot, but they need to win at least one lane. They need to find a way to enter back to the center area, but OG goes down, and that's a disaster here for STMN. Reply Totem still full on center control, 6 bolts in the bank, and surely should be getting this final bot.
6 seconds left, way too much of a distance there. STMN are not going to get the chance.
Bobby just standing, he's not even attacking now.
Here, you know, I want to say, Soy.
They have already decided that they have lost the set.
Notice here. Long range
अपना काम बनता बाढ़ में जाए जनता. अगर अब सारे प्रेडिक्शन गलत हुए तो भी मेरे को तो स्किन मिल गया. हाँ बढ़िया ब्रो. TTM, yeah.
I'm singing the praises of Soy Depreza.
Man, I think there were so many interesting dynamics in this first set. I think that Totem came in super confident. They were just pushing for the bolts very early on, trying to contest that first bot as soon as they can. And on the other hand, I feel like STMN was a bit too respectful. They were playing a little bit scared, giving too much respect to their opponents, giving them some space. And when your opponents are going to be this confident like Totem are, they're going to punish you for that, and they certainly did in this first siege set.
Absolutely. All I can say here, the only thing I can say with confidence is that something needs to change for the North Americans here. Can't tell you what, can't tell you how. As we go into Bounty, Bounty is actually something that STMN do pretty well in just anecdotally. At the end of the day, Bounty is 55% win rate for them, so maybe the stats don't agree with me. But when I see STMN, I think of the Pipers, I think of the Bells, I think of the long-range sharpshooters, and that for a long time has been the go-to options. This weekend, we've seen a little bit more of the ticks and such, and so that might change a little bit here. But if I'm rooting for Stamina, I'm rooting for them to turn things around, just completely change.
STMN आ गई. Yes, first set has been lost.
Not a good look.
Yeah,
गुल्ली से गुस्से को कंट्रोल करो. आपका गुस्सा आपकी आंखों में दिख रहा है. Thank you so much.
that stamina, they want to remove the
By the way, आपके और रे के prediction A to Z मैच कर गए आज.
come in and they
अच्छी बात है. देखा नहीं क्या prediction किया था उसने.
saying how strong they can be for their team individually, also provide a lot of team value with Max. So just
देख लेते हैं.
those individuals, but so far it's not been working in their favor too much. I think Stu fits a very similar role, and we've seen Soderbrezzen not shy to show off his mechanics.
मैच ही start हो गया.
We're ready to go. Very traditional comp, as I really like to see her. Thrower on both sides. It's a tick, it's a sprout. But we have the Piper mirror matchup mid, and on the left side it's a Bell versus a Jean matchup. Fairly even matchup all around, but Soderbrezzen overextends, and that is going to give the one-star lead to Stamina.
A big fan of the Stamina composition. It's pretty much what I was talking about, the amalgamation of the old school sharpshooter comp and then the tick that we've seen a lot in recent memory here for Stamina. I think I like it better than the Jean. I'll have to approach that later on after the game. But at the moment, I think I like it better than the Jean. Although on layer cake, that's why I'm waiting, because the Jean can be real nice with these blocks and bridges.
Yeah, Jean is not going to feel super strong until he has his super. But look at that, Bobby, with some sweet snipes, homemade recipe to assist him for that second tap. And
nice
Murray tried to match it, but the super was available. Bobby flies out of the way. Czar, very low HP, will survive. And that means that Stamina keep that 2-star lead. Reply Totem
YouTube.
To close.
You have written
Gap a little bit space. Why?
unfriendly friendly things so can't read. Hello Indian Higher Brawl Stars. आपकी कोई टीम सिलेक्ट हुई है? मेरी टीम? भाई मेरी कौन सी टीम है भाई? मेरी छोड़ो, कोई इंडिया की टीम नहीं है.
Soy and Maori combine, counting down from 16. And Stamina trail by 2. Bobby and Czar left-hand side, hunting down Maru, but they've got to watch out for Maori. Excellent wall placement by Soy to deny that mid-lane shift. OG from the right side. Maori is successful again! The countdown is over, and a Baker's dozen.
Cheese.
That'll do it.
Reply Totem winning this one as well. किसने अनफ्रेंडली बोला? मुझे तो चैट भी नहीं दिखा. और इसलिए नहीं दिखेगा क्योंकि उसमें गालियां लिखी हुई है, तो वो अपने आप हाइड हो जाता है. यूट्यूब हाइड कर देता है, लेकिन हम देख सकते हैं.
But so far the energy
I told you
able to absolutely
TDM going to win. Okay. मुझे भी लगता आपको जैसी स्किन मुझे भी लगता आपको जैसी स्किन मिलेगा. भाई देखो, मैं सुबह ही बता चुका हूँ, सुबह की स्ट्रीम जाके देखो कि हम क्यों देख रहे हैं, जैसी की स्ट्रीम लिए देख रहे हैं, किस लिए देख रहे हैं. सुबह की स्ट्रीम में ऑलरेडी बता चुका हूँ, वो जाके देखो, पता चल जाएगा. हेलो नमिता, व्हाट्सअप ब्रो. स्ट्रीम जीत जाए, पता नहीं, जीतेगी तो ठीक, नहीं जीती तो भी ठीक. अब उसका थोड़ा सा हिंट दे दो. इसका तुम यार इनसे अच्छा खेल सकते हो. इंडिया के ई स्पोर्ट्स टीम कैसे बनेगी? भाई आते हैं चैंपियनशिप, जो लीग्स आती हैं वो आपको कंप्लीट करना होता है. चैंपियनशिप आप अगर जीत जाते हो तो फिर आप क्वालिफाई करते हो आगे की स्टेज के लिए.
And this is going to be their chance to do so. Similar comps all around. We do have the Rico coming in for Stamina and the Leon. on the side of Reply Totem. Some very interesting changes and fairly balanced comp once more on both sides.
I like the Rico here for STMN. I think one of Stamina's problems last game was the inability to actually just get there, and Rico can extend his range a little bit, so I'm on board. I understand the thought process here from the green and yellow for sure. Reply Totem on the other side, the Leon, that's a confidence pick, and you should be feeling confident, so I'm here all the way for both changes to the comps, but this is a problem. This was a big deal for STMN last game. They were forced into the Piper Super and blew up the middle, and that pushed them into the quarter and ultimately led to their demise. What do we see again? No bushes in the middle. Stamina on a back foot.
Man, I just want to insist on how much Maori has been tapping so far on the Piper. Not a single kill still in this game, but he's been doing damage, and every
I won't get this skin, I am sure.
they have to fall back.
Okay, come on, cheer up, man. For what? तुमको बस पैसे चाहिए इसलिए देख रहे हो? ये boy is business.
Yet another kill, and look at that, Maru falls next. STMN finally something going their way.
चिल्ला के सबको स्टीम बता दे.
The comp was supposed to be played. 5 stars separate, and with 15 left, there is enough time to jump in. Czar's under duress. 4 stars for him alone, but Maori takes him down. Answer by Czar, 8-4. And I think that's gonna be it. We're going to a game 3, and I hear the Stamina boys for the first time today. That's what they need.
Well played, Stamina, STMN.
To wake up, but I can tell you they are wide awake right now. What a game from them, and what a way to start.
तुमको उस पैसे चाहिए इसलिए देख रहे हो. Free content. Yeah, boy.
When I see STMN play well,
No, STMN is winning. Yes, STMN just won that thing. India में बढ़िया players हैं पर बढ़िया team नहीं.
able to snap to.
Who is Char? I don't know.
And take down those players like we saw.
Hey, I voted for STMN. Nice. Yeah. Yeah, boy. Let's go, STMN winning.
See them doing that, and then here,
They have just won one match. They are behind by one set. They need to win one more
when they are
to
successful. I didn't see that in game 1.
equal the sets.
Game 3, game 1 of set 2. I saw that here. And so that's what you're looking for. If you're rooting for this team, you gotta see that.
अबे यार बक मॉडल डॉट ये क्या है भाई?
Back here for STMN.
ये क्या है?
They need more.
कहना क्या चाहते हो?
They need this to be a set. Otherwise, we're looking at a 2-0. Moving on to Backyard Bowl next. That is Reply Totem's best mode and one of their best maps as well.
Even if it wasn't, I think the 2-0 would be enough to take down STMN.
Yeah, certainly. So, I mean, it's just even extra to them, right?
Is that
it's a scary prospect for sure. And
ये क्या गाली है? मुझे एक बार कंफर्म कर दो, मैं बंदे को तुरंत ब्लॉक कर दूंगा. बताओ मुझे. Is that
to game 3 for Bounty.
abusive word? मैं भी ब्लॉक कर दूंगा भाई, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है.
Come from STMN triple tank.
अभी तक मैं more than 200% को ब्लॉक कर चुका हूँ. एक और ब्लॉक हो जाएगा, क्या ही दिक्कत है?
Falling down. Bobby is low HP though. Maori goes for the kill, is able to get it as well. And so far, Czar is going to be punishing them.
Oh, and he gets out. That's a big deal. OG on the Frank. This is probably the
हिंदी लैंग्वेज. अरे उसने बोला ना ठीक से पढ़ो.
At least with respect to
क्या पढ़ा
how
bro?
different it is from what we've seen in the set so far.
Yeah,
What
it
a
certainly
change.
is. It certainly is. And I think for Reply Totem right now, they need to bet everything on Maru, on that Rico. He has the highest DPS. Shane can, you know, pierce through opponents with his super. He needs to find the values. Are his low HP, picks up the kill anyways. Bobby is going to be absolutely destroying them in spawn. The bubble back and forth, and once more, STMN leading by 7 stars.
Incredible play, getting the double bubble bounce back there. Love to see it as Bobby, OG, and Czar drastically changed the playbook, and it's working out so far.
आपको थोड़ी ना दे रहा था, टोटेम को दे रहा था भाई. तुमको गाली देनी है तो भाई आप स्ट्रीम छोड़ के जा सकते हैं. धन्यवाद.
Bounty, couple of players, and all of a sudden you've got a lead change. 5 Stars.
जीतेगा भाई जीतेगा STM जीतेगा वाह 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 वाह
Yeah, not a lot of time
You
left.
got Stin who mysterious gamer whom you are asking
STMN will time things up. A great kill. Oh, Bobby goes down as well. The lead for Totem. The super doesn't connect. And they are stealing away this game. Totem taking set number 2.
And that
Totem wins the second set as well. With that,
I'm not in Reply Totem's comms.
only need one set to win.
That's one of those where you're sitting there and you go, all right, let him have the early game. You know what? If you can get a kill, get a kill. But if they chase you down, ain't no thing. It's all good. We're down to
गाली देनी है तो ब्रॉसी चैनल पे दो ना
and then they set
भाई
20
चाहिए पंडित
All right, now's our time. And they strike, great precision, and just like that, Reply Totem. What I'm trying to illustrate is, I don't think they were as concerned as we might have been.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think Reply had it.
This is a great comeback if you were at home playing the monthly finals. Right now, they are on the stage of the World Finals in the quarterfinals against STMN, a team they have barely ever played against before. They were 7 stars behind. They end up dominating through the end of that game.
वो क्या हो गया legendary RM
In sets and stamina, this has got to be devastating.
It's devastating for my pick'ems on event.brawlstars.com.
I vote for TTM. I have 1620 points. Nice. Stefan.
No NA bias. I legitimately thought
Oof. Yay, STMN lost.
But
nice.
I gotta shout out the man that's not on the stage. Coach Inso has been instrumental for Reply Totem. The compositions are here. Yes, you have to execute on the field, but the approach to the game that Reply Totem has taken, they're consistently the underdog here throughout the entire course of the weekend. Coach Inso, like straight up and down, I like what they're doing. I think Reply Totem here, a lot of what they're able to do has to do with their coach.
I completely agree, and I would even go
बंडू टीम है यार स्किन नहीं मिलेगी अब ठीक है भाई स्किन ही तो है क्या ही दिक्कत है कागज पर लिखे बोलता हूँ पकड़ लो हाथ में पेन आज के दिन जीतेगी टीम STMN ऐसा क्या they are just behind by 2 sets.
It's so important.
So if Reply Totem just win 1 set, they win it.
Like they're at their best.
तुमको किसको सपोर्ट किया था STMN को STMN को सपोर्ट किया था इसमें
That's the one thing. A lot of our teams here, different levels of talent, different levels of this, that, or third. Commitment and passion, straight up across the board. You love to see it. Reply Totem.
अरे भाई इसके बाद कुछ आया क्यों नहीं रुको थोड़ा रीलोड मारने दो इसके बाद का इनने कुछ भेजा ही नहीं
Saves the day at least for now, and the defense holds up for STMN.
Ooh, this is problematic. Bobby's here, but he's by himself. No super. There he is. So, not quite by himself. Soy DeBreza here on the right side, able to lock down this right lane. Look at the damage Lola's able to, even just the threat of that damage, the suppressive fire, if you will. Really, really impressive from the Lola Brawler. So we're here on STMN's defensive side, but they're doing a good job of not really letting Reply Totem get their footing and climb to the goal.
The problem right now for STMN is if they give away a single super, such as Gene's pull, that could open up the map and cause a lot of problems, as well as give the man advantage. Not going for the pull just yet. And right now, Totem, they are giving some respect to STMN. They know they are a bit behind in HP. They will fall back and play it safe. And Bobby tries to capitalize off that, gets punished, is low HP, but luckily has a Byron to heal him up.
Going back to your point about the Gene, I love the way STMN, they were hiding behind that wall the entire time. And as soon as Gene got his super available, they...
Hello Dasi sub, bro, I haven't got skin yet. Why? You haven't got the points or what? How are you? Mysterious game, I am all good. STMN, please हार जाओ. वो तो हार ही रही है. बोली भाई एक बात बोलूं. बोलो भैया बोलो. Bro, I have 12444 points. So happy. Nice. And is it going to a goal? No.
Bobby respawned, wall broken by Maori. He has been doing the heavy lifting this game. Stepping up, no, pulling back. Stepping up, another kill. They can't find the opportunity to score.
My words, the pull is so close from that goal overtime, about to kick in. Zar falls to Maru. Super from OG, try to dissuade anyone from getting anywhere close to that ball. 5 more seconds and all the cover is going to be out of the way. And Reply Totem are on the more aggressive side of things. A lot of supers available. Maru with the shot. It's going to go in.
GG's. Totem won,
Fantastic coordination.
and they just need one more win to qualify for the next stage.
The left side defender. That's
आपकी शक्ल मोटल जैसे
you can't always see these things
है.
on the scoreboard,
Okay.
but you can see it
Thank
in
you.
the win column. That communication comes down.
I mean not in inbox. You will get it later on. और अगर TTM
Against match
ने बेवकूफ़ी किया तो जैसे ST गेमिंग ने TRB के अगेंस्ट कमबैक हो जाएगा. Let's see होता है नहीं होता है.
When they have their backs against the wall.
कागज मेरे जल गए, टूट गया मेरा पेन, हार गई मेरी प्यारी टीम STMN. वाह वाह वाह, क्या बात. एक बार तालियां हो जाएं ई के लिए. काफी अच्छी पोएम लिखी उन्होंने. वाह 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 वाह. TDM OP, yes. Well done, TTM. They are leading and they just need only one win. That's all.
Championship Sunday. I always say that it is a long tournament. I mean, heck, getting here to begin with is a big deal. I'm glad to see Bobby can keep a little bit of good graces because I don't think OG can. But so seeing Bobby keep himself a little happy, the team probably needs that because, like I said, OG tends to bring a little bit of a different vibe. And so here, yeah, they've got to pull out all.
I hope I can still get the skin. Nice.
I think a lot of it, honestly, is
I have 660. Okay.
Czar is a
I have Totem to win. Even I voted for STMN just because I already got this thing. Nice. Let's see.
Playing the sharpshooter. I like this composition. How do you feel about Czar's Ash pick?
I think the Ember is a very interesting decision. I was looking for the Ash. But Ember is a very interesting decision. I think that when you feel like mechanically you're having a bit of a tough match so far, it can be a pick that can boost your confidence back. The problem is so far it is not working out. Totem keep pushing up and up in the map, have a lot of control, and Stamina need to find an opening, need to find a way to push them back. Maru is going to be burning down to his death.
GG's.
That was dirty. Oh, man.
And now Totem is just one goal away, or just they need to defend and they will be qualifying for the
I think that if one
other
region
one.
tells the story of this set, that's it. Everything combining at the
In
same
Arab Brawl Stars, I have only 121 points. Okay.
like straight up and down. Maori.
मुझे बैन तो कर दो. किस लिए करना है बताओ. कर देते हैं अभी.
Totem looks so.
मैं इसलिए चाहता हूँ ताकि ये स्किन कॉमन ना हो जाए ब्रॉल स्टार्स में. अब तो कॉमन ही है. इतने सारे लोगों को मिली हुई है. It's still not in inbox. You will get it, bro. If you haven't got it, just wait.
Situation, but they look lifeless right now. But slowly are pushing forward. Mari is burning down. OG in a good position. This should be a goal, and it will be indeed.
GG's come back by STMN.
Still in this game, but they need more. This has to be a game won on their side. Otherwise, the result might just still end up being the same.
Big plays.
And even if you don't get it, just don't worry. Just call out to the support center of Brawl Stars and they will credit you later on as well.
Stamina.
So no problem in that thing.
Down from 20 seconds.
Oh.
2 kills are good. Push in the goal.
Well done.
And we've got a game.
Come back from STMN. They are still surviving there.
As well, Stamina starting to regain a little bit of confidence. They need more to keep building it.
इतने सारे लोगों को मिला है लेकिन कुछ कंट्रीज में ये 3M जितने पे था जिसकी वजह से बहुत सारे प्लेयर्स को नहीं मिला. क्या फर्क पड़ता है ब्रो. इंडिया में तो मिल गया ना लोगों को. तुम तो इंडियन सर्वर में ही खेलने वाले हो कि कहीं और खेलने वाले हो.
Tribe is gone. Corey and Zulan are watching from the sidelines. And so here we are, STMN, North America's last hope. Oh man, what a classic esports story. But that's what you want to see if you're rooting for this team is OG getting Excite Bike. That is what you want to see. The squad, this is a team that needs that energy. And so coming off of this win, going into game 3 here for Brawl Ball, I don't know. Reply Totem, the word that I would use to describe them is ready. They have been ready for everything that they've been given here. We'll see if they're ready for game 3.
Man, I think they certainly are. I mean, STMN are showing some signs of life so far. Have not been able to take a set just yet, but taking Brawl would be absolutely huge. This is the best game mode.
इन सरवारी सीरियस मेरे मैच में इंटरनेशनल प्लेयर भी आते हैं.
Or to Heist, Stamina should be in a bit more of a comfortable situation. Let's see how this goes down as we get to
Bro,
game 3.
even if you don't watch it live, it doesn't matter. You just need to do the prediction. And if your prediction matches, you get the skin for free, even if you are sleeping. That's all. You don't need to watch it the whole time.
You need to play the game. I'm an old school card game player, and anytime you can break the rules, so to speak, is a very important point in that game theory, and that's what Sprout does. Changes the rules. You break the rules of Brawl Stars by literally changing the map. And so I like the approach here. Lock down the left side, but Soy DeBrez is going to be able to win this right side lane. Zar gets a kill out of Maori, and that will stop the push. If Maori was alive, Reply Totem would push up mid and right and would have executed there. So very important kill by Stamina.
Yeah, getting the destruction through as well on that left lane is huge for Stamina. Just gonna provide a lot less cover because back at Ball, there's almost no cover.
Why they are not using their super?
Anything you can find is gonna be so valuable. Homemade Recipe connects onto Maori. It's gonna be very low HP, able to dodge the next follow-up shot. Will stay alive and start healing up. Looking to get close to his teammate for those magic buffs. And now Totem start getting a bit more aggressive, have been very defensive so far this game, and for a reason, with the double snipe, does fall with the ball, is gonna be stopping that push for now, but damage is done, and Stamina have some solid positioning.
Again though, just like before, that very important kill is gonna stop STMN in their tracks despite the big work being done. Look at Bobby spacing perfectly, knowing when he can barrel backstep away from that bullet. Really smooth play.
Healing दिखा रहा है. ये हाँ.
Nailing the positioning here. Push here. Help from OG on the right side. Taking down Maori.
भाई एक बात बताओ, ये Brawl Stars वाले inbox में गरीबों वाले
They're waiting for.
फीलिंग दिखा रहे हैं. और क्या करेंगे तो? यही तो कुछ प्रो प्लेयर्स ने फर्स्ट एंड सेकंड डे पे वोट ही नहीं किया. मैंने ओजे के चैनल पे देखा था. Now STMN is doing the comeback little bit. No, Stin hasn't come in inbox yet. Still, just refresh it, bro.
The Lola Shadow Toss was perfect. If that didn't happen, STMN might even win the set. So right now, we've got about half a minute to go, give or take. Zar trying to hide on the left side. OG from the right is able to take down Maori, which is a big deal. Bobby walking down mid lane. There
well done.
To a set fall.
Comeback by STMN. They are now behind by one set.
Them anymore at some point. But slowly are recovering.
Shadow Gamer, आपने STMN और TTM में किसको किया था? STMN.
Sets pressure still up, but slow.
अरे मुझे एक और लेट स्टिन मिला था. टेंशन मत लो, आपको ही मिल जाएगा.
It's gonna be about hot potatoes.
So he's saying he got the stin 1 hour delayed. So you will also get it eventually. Don't worry.
Guys needed to keep their spirits up. Bobby.
Yay, Fox wins.
He's as long as he keeps a smile on OG's face, they have a chance, I think.
I think so too, and as I said earlier, Brawl was Reply Totem's best mode.
It's a big deal.
And now Stamina, they just take that set away from them when they were just a goal away, a couple of seconds away from taking this match with a trio sweep. And that is definitely going to be both helping the confidence from Stamina, but also lowering Reply Totem's confidence. And we're going into Heist, which is one of
Hot potato.
Game modes.
Heist
and
mode.
This is a chance for Stamina to punish them.
So, I mean, you're not even Yeah, Heist is absolutely one of Reply Totem's least favorite game modes. So, Reply Totem have played this game mode 6 times over the course of competition, and they have won 0.
Yeah, they won yesterday on it, I believe. But still, it's miles away from being a game mode where they're really comfortable on. They will have to show their best level here against STMN. Otherwise, a set 5 is absolutely on the table so far. Totem playing a lot safer than earlier, but look at Stamina's positioning, still very spectral.
They've changed the positions.
Safe.
Lane is being changed.
I think the Rico is perfect.
मैं जानता था एकदम पहले वाला TRB हारेगा.
So Maori, who has been
Nice, bro.
sharpshooter, the long range shots on the low.
अच्छी बात.
Love to see it, but Bobby, boom, kick it down the door and gets punished for it. OG's not going to get out either.
Wow, what a start there from Totem, able to get quite a couple of kills. They do take a little bit of damage, but will be able to match that just about now. Mari is very low HP, at least his clone is. Still looking to pour some more damage down on those players, trying to find some access to the safe. Will lose the clone eventually, and that super from Maru is gonna start winding up that lead a bit further in favor of Totem.
All right, Czar getting some good shots with OG on the soy, and the answer back won't be there.
Oh, finish them.
OG, as Bobby takes down Maru, and Maori narrowly escapes, but the door is open for damage onto the box. Maru takes down Bobby, which is a big deal. Right now, Reply Totem have the lead, but only by 2%. It's up to STMN to milk this opportunity and walk forward.
Yeah, a huge supply drop there from Czar as well to open up the map. Try to counter that Barley as much as possible, but Soy de Breza is proactively changing lanes, but Czar connects the bounce anyways, and that is gonna create some space for Stamina to push forward. With only 15 seconds left on the clock, that is a big kill, but they're not able to capitalize too much just yet. 10 more seconds, Stamina needs some more damage, otherwise it's back at match point. Bobby looking for an opening, he gets some damage, don't have the lead, but look at Totem, they go for it. That
GG's, Totem won the match. Nice, great comeback. I already knew TR will lose just because of Corey. Okay.
There were 2 separate concerted efforts.
Why, lekin?
To look for the push forward. The first time was when Bobby and left lane were just denied. OG could not get out. Easy peasy for Reply Totem. But see, this is important. That's important. Their heads are still in the game. They still feel like they can do it. That win on Brawl Ball, who knows what is left here. But if STMN walk out with the reverse sweep, it actually has to do with how impactful. Yes, you know, you need the win to keep on moving, I understand that. But like the mental shift there, so important. Reply Totem match point here. I'll be honest, I think they can do it.
I'm not sure, man. I mean, I absolutely believe
कल जब मैंने कोरी को जेम ग्राम में देखा था, मुझे पता चल गया TRB is done.
We have no idea where they are gonna stop, but I can tell you, man, they are not gonna be happy with anything but the grand finals, and that is possible. 1 game away from the semis now. They are gonna be taking this very seriously. Same comp coming in from Applied Totem, and STMN are actually gonna go for the mirror matchup, removing the roughs from earlier and matching up with that Barley.
Do you like that?
I think it's a confident move, because usually the comp that your opponents pick first is, you know, a comp they're comfortable with. And if you have to match it up, you might have scrimmed a little bit less with it. So it shows some signs of confidence that Bobby is there like, yeah, sure, I'll just kick Soy de Breza's, you know what, in that situation. So far, though, it is very much even. The clone almost down there for OGs are very low HP as well. Still find some nice value onto Maru. And Mari, what a duo they have been this year on the left-hand side.
No damage been done to any safe.
On each other to find some sweet pinches so far.
So,
not many opportunities just yet. Just about a minute left. Not a single bit of damage on safe just yet. But Mari is looking to put a change to that. and Stamina Safe is taking some serious damage.
Mara with 2 HP total. One more than he needed as he wins the left side duel. And so a clean
Oh,
chop
GG's.
by Totem here. STMN looking to reply, no pun intended, as Czar on the Rico needs to
30 seconds almost remaining, and if STMN don't win this one, they are out of the league.
Czar needs to open this left lane. He's done it.
I can't because Privia lost in first day. मुझे लगा था Tom Pro होगा.
Get the memo. They needed to surge forward, but they
80%, 80%. No, 72%. Oh, come back.
to the box, and the answer from Totem is to go back and try to find the base race. Maori wins, and Czar can't answer. 65 and counting. The barley is good, and again we find
Welcome back
on set point.
Oh my, STMN are not done.
STMN just jumping back again and again and again.
Match point, but they keep pushing it further and further deep into these quarterfinals. They
Nice.
Zulan there with his parents. Always love to see the family hanging out at the big show. Unfortunately, Zulan and his team knocked out, but you can tell they're rooting for the NA squad here. Everybody region friendly. You do love to see it. And so again, STM.
No.
They refuse.
But why?
That's what it is. They're on, you know, for dear life. And
Canada.
getting hot here.
It absolutely is. Pressure is up on both sides because now SCMN, they're just a game away from pushing things to a 5th and final set. And that
Hello, Jacob.
incredible.
No Jesse skin. Why?
Happen already this weekend. We've seen the reverse sweep choke from SK Gaming on Friday, so you can't count them out, but they're starting to build up a bit more momentum, and if they can push things to a 5th set, I think Reply Totem are seriously going to be worried.
All right, OG feeling it one more time, getting pumped up, and again, that to me,
मैंने कहा था बेवकूफी किया तो
I see him excited, I get a little afraid.
STMN कमबैक कर देगा.
I know the other team's gonna win. Like,
कागज मैंने नया खरीदा, चेंज किया मैंने पैन, अभी भी जीत सकती है मेरी टीम STMN. अरे 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 तालियां एक बार. Let's see.
But just like
Same comp,
I'm feeling a 5th set.
but STMN changed the comp.
Do some rolling. We have a surge coming in for Bobby. An interesting decision.
Curveball.
For sure. But that can provide a lot of value if you can find some good connection. TP in, that's some decent value. Picks up the kill as well. Doesn't quite survive, but he has a super available, and that extra movement speed is so important for Surge.
Big play so far. But perhaps we've already, okay, he did the thing. We've seen it happen. I wonder if that's going to, you know, Totem has seen it. They know how to respond. We'll see if that's in the cards here as Bobby gets pincered down, taken out.
All right, some damage starting to come on that red save. We saw earlier that the poke damage is nice, but it wasn't quite enough. And SCMN were able to come back. Totem, though, have some strong positioning, and they need to try to keep Bobby getting those kills. TPN pays off, and that is going to relieve so much pressure. Now he has the range as well to work with. So much value coming true, but the gadget from Soydebrez that keeps him alive for now is still so low HP, and STMN are starting to get close to the save. Bobby is forced to use his last gadget to TP out and stay alive, which means he will have a little bit less utility to work with.
OG made a big play there. They weren't really able to capitalize off of that mid lane push. Less than a minute remaining. Our team separated by 1%. The lead at the moment, Totems. Nothing doing here in the mid.
And this is a dangerous game that both teams are playing, because with this little time left and such a small difference in percentages, whoever is gonna be taking the next kill or two is gonna be taking this game in their 4th set, potentially match. 20 seconds is all that is left in this game, and Stamina They need to deal that 1% damage, otherwise it's the end of their journey, it's the end of NA's hope in this season's BSC. 5 more seconds, they're still far away from the safe. I don't know if they can do it, and the defense is on board.
No, yeah.
They are going
Reply Totem qualifies for semi-finals. GG's.
They hang on.
Lola's win condition. Stamina is back to their base. They have lost the match. And with that, Reply Totem qualifies for the semi-finals.
Like I said before,
GG's.
Manja boys, eat it up. Totem going to the semifinals. You do love to see it.
Well done.
What a story it's been this year. They have played incredible, and they've been truly the underdogs of the entire year. I mean, if you ask a couple months ago, no one would have expected them to go to Worlds. No one really knew that.
No.
Sure, they didn't have the most impressive results, but they were consistent enough to qualify here, and now they are in the semifinals of the World Finals.
And I mean, that's where it comes from. You gotta start somewhere. You don't show up to the scene and walk out like well, I guess Tribe's out. You know, you don't walk into the scene and become a top team. You've got to grind your way through, and that's exactly what Totem have done here. Very, very well done. And again, like we were talking about before, it's not just the 3 guys on the field, it's the entire Totem family. And I think that approach to the game is so important. Let's walk it back.
Man, what a match this was. It truly felt like STMN were not willing to leave, always fighting back. But Reply Totem, that's such a great start, starting off with 2 sets in a row with some great games. They could steal like this one as well, and that demolishes your morale, right? When you're leading and your opponents take a game away that you had in the bag, there's no worse feeling than that.
That really, I felt deflated after that one. But to be fair, the reverse happened kind of here.
No MVP questions? Why?
Going to finish the set as a clean 3-0, and then just like that, STMN fight their way back into it. And this 4th set, this one might have been the most even out of all of them.
Absolutely so, man. I've been calling Totem inconsistent for this entire year, but every time I have to clarify and explain. Inconsistent is not a bad thing. It just means that there's day where you play well and there's play where you play excellent. And this is one of those days, and they absolutely show that to STMN.
Zoom out for the whole weekend here as we have a 3-day tournament. And it started like this. We had 16 teams.
AC Milan Clash versus Zeta Division is gonna be up now.
No more North America left. Reply Totem from Europe move on. Next up, AC Milan Clash versus Zeta Division. And they'll be repping 2 different regions as well. Zeta Division, if you tuned in earlier in the season, once upon a time known as Jupiter, one of the most dominant teams for my money in the entire game of Brawl Stars. So impressive to watch them. Can't wait to see what they do here in the...
I did all
for this entire week.
STMN हार गया सिर्फ 1% के लिए
every time I talk to a
और उन्होंने सर्ज लेके गलती कर दिया.
That's a very scary prospect. Thing is, AQM, that's what everyone's been talking about for a year, and an extra detail, they are known as one of the best team in LAN that have the most experience in, you know, such a setting, and they shine on the stage.
I hope I am right.
On LAN versus
Let's see.
team online. You don't have to hear it from us. Let's take a look at the teams.
A very one-sided first set there as Clash starts strong.
We play together every day.
Exactly what the doctor ordered from Clash.
I think we are the best.
Fear the IQ. Why to fear?
Oh no! The bot disintegrates, so much damage available for Clash.
Be ready to lose.
So AQM got 67% of the vote and 33% vote is being for Zeta Division.
Huge win.
いつも応援してくれてありがとうございます。必ず優勝するので本番もよろしくお願いします。
मुझे हमारा पॉइंट्स कितना है? मेरा पॉइंट्स है 658.
I mean, right there, you heard it from Ready Set. Zeta Division once again reigns supreme. Welcome back to the Brawl House. It's F. and Teddy here, breaking down our.
I pick AQM. Nice, me too.
The weekend. As we said before the jump, Zeta Division has been so incredibly impressive online, but AC Milan Clash had the experience here at the big show. And so this is where you put the pedal to the metal and you take the test and see if Zeta Division can do it live.
Yeah, man, this is one of those situations where you have two teams that could not be more different from each other. You have Clash that is known for
Lola, Max,
aggression,
Byron, and Stu is being banned.
home team that is gonna play it very, very safe until they push forward. We got our bans coming through. Lola and Max are gonna be the bans here for AQM. We'll see Byron and
I'm going to win, I hope. Okay, let's see.
a lot of sense. Max is pretty
They haven't asked about
Zeta, and a great sign of respect because AQM, they love Max. It's one of their best brawlers.
They haven't asked for the MVP, otherwise we could have got the 10 points, but never mind. Let's go.
I like the Byron ban as well. Byron's a character that usually kind of escapes bans right underneath that line, but Byron is basically a fallback strategy for